Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MLB The Show 24 Bullpen Bash. My name is Scan, and I'm joined by my friend Scuffy McGee. And today we'll be watching our Bullpen Bash finals between two incredible players. How we feeling today, Scuffy?
It's another great day for MLB The Show Esports. We got a fantastic matchup between two Alexes here, Scan, where they are going to battle it out for the first MLB Show 24 Bullpen Bash. It's going to be a fun day today.
Absolutely. Fun thing we want to mention off the rip. I wonder how many times we're going to mess up saying Alex and getting them mixed up. So I'll throw that off the rip. If we messed that up, chat, we apologize. We got Alex Kill versus Real Alex K. Two unbelievable players who just happen to have the same name today. And it's been a fun Bullpen Bash. So let's dive into the format and what has gotten us here today.
So as you see on the screen here, we had day one yesterday. It was the Elite Eight. We had the playoffs. We have single elimination bracket to begin with. The quarterfinals and semis were best of three. And then we are down to the final two today, with day two being best of five. On the right-hand side, you also see the prize pool that we have. So we are pretty much playing for 2K here today, but we'll get that a little bit more in depth in a little bit. But as we see here, 10 rounds. We are now checking out the playoff bracket here. How we got here. I'll start out with Alex K. Alex K was able to beat Fuentes in the quarters, and then moving on to beat Chase in, DiGiorno in the semis. And let me tell you, if you didn't check out that semifinals matchup, you missed one. And then he was able to advance into the finals today.
Yeah, Alex K had to go through some good players in Diorno and Fuentes, and he did it fantastic. Alex Kill also went 2-0 versus Weens, then managed to beat out Wilsey as well 2-0. So an unbelievable showing for both these guys offensively today. And if you see the right side there, we have to take note. Alex Kill is up 1-0 in the series because Alex K does have a scheduling conflict later in the show today, meaning he will be forfeiting game number 1 of the series, meaning Alex Kill will be ahead in the series starting off 1-0, but in a best of 5 series, anything can happen here in the rest of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one game, and one game could shift the momentum in in a quick standpoint in the series. But let's take a look at the pricing real quick. We'll have the pricing here, like we said just before. They are basically playing for extra 2K here. They guarantee $4,000. But look at the other top pricing that I could have. Wilsey and DiGiorno being the third and fourth spot, able to get 1.5, and then between Weens, Diane, Fuentes, and Mavs all have $500 here, Skin.
Absolutely. And I think all these players say, or both these players say, Alex and Alex are happy with making 4K, but that's a big difference coming out today in this best of 5 series with an extra 2K in your pocket. And I think it's going to be a crazy series. I know we're starting off 1-0 already, but both these dudes are such unreal hitters. I'm expecting some fireworks today.
Oh, hands down. How these games have been in day one, just the total of the runs between the two competitors that we've been seeing playing throughout this tournament has been absolutely just skyrocket. Now, this is the first time we had the Bullpen Bash, and this is a great way to start out before we get into the championship series later down with the summer circuit and the full circuit. So this is a great to see how these top players are shifting for MLB The Show 24 and how they're competing with these season 1 players today.
Absolutely. It's been unreal to see these guys play. I was watching all the qualifiers leading up to this point, and there were even so many great players who'd even make it to the final 8. And these dudes were duking it out all yesterday, these top 8 players. We saw some crazy back and forth games, walk-offs, go-ahead homers in the 9th, and it was just fun, chaotic MLB The Show esports. But we got to talk about our players a bit before we head into our game. We have two Alexes, but they're both different in their own right. Starting off with the start of this series, we have Alex K versus Alex Kill. Like we mentioned, there is a 1-0 lead for Alex Kill since Alex K, that is. Oh, there's a tongue twister all today.
We should just K versus Kill. Let's
conflict, so
yeah. But let's think a little bit more about Alex K, where he comes from. So he hails from New Jersey. He is 19 years old. His favorite player is the Hall of Fame series Larry Walker card, which we'll see in the lineup. But he's one of 2 of his lefties that we'll see. And then, of course, if you're not following all of his socials, Real Alex K for his X or Twitter/account, and then twitch.tv/Real Alex K_. And now Scan will have it for Alex Kill.
Yeah, and make sure you do follow all of these players. They're unreal. Alex Akil has been streaming a ton of his games this year. Make sure you follow him over on his Switch account. His favorite card has been 99 Adley Rutschman. We'll be seeing a lot of Adley and Switch hitters today, but he has been the one to keep an eye out on, right in the heart of his order, coming up in big spots like I saw all day yesterday. And funny enough, 22 years old for a competitive player this scene is a little bit older in comparison to a lot of players in MLB The Show. So Alex Akil still showed he can do it at the apparently old age of 22. And we're gonna have to keep an eye out on both these guys offensively today. I think with how both of them hit yesterday, the name of the game is gonna be who can get going offensively first and who can set the precedent for the games today.
Oh, hands down. It's pretty much who's going to be able to put up zeros. And I'm not even talking about zeros. It's just limit the runs scored each game. Win the innings. You're looking to win the inning. And especially on how these lineups, which we'll see momentarily between these two, are shaped out. The offense is there. It's kind of hard to contain that, and that's pretty much the goal for today. And these two players have been fantastic. I mean, even for Alex Akil, this is second straight big weekend for him and there. But let's take a look at Alex K lineup and see who he has.
Yes, switch hitters left and right, as you see. Nico Goodrum out in center field is one of the differences you'll see between the two lineups, but switch hitters and the Carlos Santana captain, like you mentioned, very difficult to pitch to, but the key is the non-switch hitters, in my opinion. Babe Ruth making an appearance in left field and Larry Walker out in right. Like we mentioned, Larry Walker was Alex K's personal choice for favorite player, and funny enough, he's hitting all the way down the 7th spot.
It gives him that little assurance that you must feel very comfortable with that card. So he's going to put him in the 7th spot, and he'll look for coming through in big spots there to try to turn over that lineup, especially after having Carlos Santana and Nico Goodrum. I do like Goodrum on both sides, on the defensive side and offensive side, to turn over that lineup with the speed. And of course, he just catches everything in center field, which we'll see today. Now let's take a look at Alex Akil's lineup here, and as you're going to see here, a little bit different. The only difference is basically we have Mookie in left, we have Marte now in center, we have Babe in right, and now we have Profar. Profar was a big opponent for having Alex Akil in these finals today. He has been absolutely raking with that card. At short, we got Jimmy Escobar at second, and then Jorge Posada at first, and then Carlos Santana switch hitting captain in the DH spot, and then Adley Rutschman at catcher here. Now let's take how he's hitters. Yeah, it's just a lot of switch
right
hitters.
Yet again. They're just everywhere. And like you said, the key difference here is Mookie Betts and Babe Ruth, this time in right field for Alex Akil. I mean, this is Alex Akil hitting. But Mookie Betts, I think, is a big performer here. Having a righty instead of a second lefty also could be huge, because since you are facing a lot of switch hitters, you got to be careful when you bring in those lefties for that lefty matchup. But you bring in a righty and Mookie, it might change the dynamic of the lineup here. But that is the lineups. A lot of switch hitters expected today, a lot of runs, and I'm expecting just to see a lot of runs from Adley Rutschman, that cleanup spot, because he has been doing that all tournament for Alex Akil.
And it's not just for Alex Akil. I mean, this 99 Rutschman has been absolutely insane for other players too. I mean, DiGiorno hit a 2-run walk-off yesterday in the semis with them. Alex Akil has, I mean, he gets PCI on the ball with Adley Rutschman, I feel like, for Akil, and it just flies out of the park.
Absolutely. These switch hitting lineups are so tough. I definitely want to mention this before we get going. These dudes are such good hitters. You're going to see some crazy scores. If you are not familiar with MLB The Show esports, expect like football looking scores.
Yes.
Tens of runs being scored. And even if someone is within mercy territory, maybe has a 7, 8, 9 run lead, does not mean these games are over by any means. Both these dudes have been some of the best hitters in this entire bullpen bash. So anything can happen. We're going to see some crazy scores.
Yeah, if it's anything like yesterday, I would just get your popcorn ready, get ready to see how these hitters, players hit on legend with these type of players. And there's no easy out. There is no easy out as we look through, and we are in the end of season 1. So it's all 99 overall cards. It's all God Squad cards that we typically see. So it's just going to be electric gameplay today, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds.
Absolutely. And I think, like you mentioned, a key factor here is going to be how good these dudes hit. What stadium do you think they're going to choose
I think there's only one.
That offense.
For the good old Ship It Stadium. I feel like it's ship it both ways. We typically see the best batter's eye. I mean, in my opinion, best batter's eye in the game. So when you have that, it's kind of hard to shy away from that. And here we go. Right into a game number 2. Remember, just for Alex Cakill does have the 1-0 lead due to the scheduling conflicts from Alex K. But Scan, here we go. Game 2 of the Bullpen Bash.
Yup, looks like we have a Kodai Senga versus Jacob deGrom matchup, if I saw that correctly. We do have Senga on the mound for Alex K. As you see, he's been a go-to pitcher in some of these competitive games. As you see, Alex K is taking a look at Alex Akill's bullpen already keeping an eye on who he's going to be seeing in this game. Expect some starting pitchers in the bullpen as well. You'll see maybe a starter come in the second or third inning with how these players have been strategizing. But to start, we got Kodai Senga.
And we know Senga has that cutter, has that splitter, forkball like pitch, and of course he throws it hard, so easy there. That's going to be easy ground ball to second baseman for the first out of game number 2.
Yeah, and just to remind everyone, this is technically 1-0 in Alex Cakill's favor right now. Alex K had a scheduling conflict, as there's a drive to deep left field by Babe Ruth. Does it have the legs? Yes, it does. Babe Ruth going to left field to start off our game number 2. And Alex Cakill, here we go, is off to a 1-0 lead. And like I was mentioning, there was a scheduling conflict later in the tournament today for Alex K, so he has to forfeit game number 1, as that is scolded right to the second baseman.
But good start.
We have 2 outs.
Very good start for Cakill, especially being the way team. Get one of there, and Babe is just going to be Babe. And 125 everything. Well, what else can you expect from him?
Yeah, it is going to be huge to get that offense going first. Both these dudes are unreal hitters, but if you can have that big inning first, you can build some separation between you and your opponent. That is driven to deep right field by Adley Rutschman. There he is, his personal favorite choice. Adley going perfect, 444 feet. And Alex Cakill is up to a 2-0 lead.
It's just that cutter right there. He was sitting dead red and able to hit that perfect and give him the 2-run lead as he's going to pop out for the third. But good top of the first. Get 2 runs across. Get the motions moving here. And here we go. Let's see how Alex K responds.
Yeah, that's how you want to start off. Just like the swings are looking good. A couple good swings. A perfect with Adley. Did a good job of timing up those cutters from Senga. I think the name of the game with him is timing the cutter in comparison to the 4-seam. But on the other hand, we got Jacob deGrom on the mound for Alex Cakill, featuring that outlier 4-seam, the fast slider, and this card has a sinker too. So definitely a tough card to hit.
Yeah, you're going to try to change up pretty much eye level and the speed differentials, especially with the circle change too. And he has a slider that's going to get just down for a leadoff single for Jimmy.
Yeah, and that's already seen Babe Ruth in the outfield. It's a risk you take. He doesn't get the best of jumps with it being a secondary position and him dipping into the silver fielding. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Alex K. And looking to get going right away here.
And there's that 103 outlier that you just mentioned that Jacob deGrom just threw.
Absolutely. I think a key thing here with deGrom, he has the good stuff, but Alex K can punish any mistake because that's driven to right field. Babe Ruth is going to have a tough play. He's going to make it. The runner's tagging the second, though, and he's going to make it there easily. What a smart base running decision from Alex K. Get that jump and realize he's going to get caught in that animation near the wall, and he's got a runner in scoring position.
Get that running. I mean, it doesn't matter with Babe, but get that clutch activated here. But I mean, it's Babe Ruth. It's 125, 125, and he just misses there for ball number 2 there.
Yeah, and as you see, if you're confused at who's hitting, that's going to be a fly out to the infield. Third baseman will come over and make that play. You'll be able to tell who's the home team since Alex K is hitting and his game is at nighttime for some reason. Just to keep track of things, that's driven down the right field line. Adley Rutschman is going to score a run for Alex K. Hard hit single to right field, and Adley scored 2 runs already in his game.
It's the Adley show already here, Scan. I expect to see a lot more as we go through the games.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get teams like this out. Playing good players like this,
I don't know.
using switch hitters, I would just be giving up 50 runs a game to these guys. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it. Ooh, and a changeup ends up middle, but Alex K just misses that PCI. That's going to be a routine fly out the center, but at least Alex K gets 1 run back, chips away the 2-run deficit already, and this is going to be the name of the game, just consistently scoring and just keeping up with your opponent. But you got to keep an eye out for that big inning from someone.
It's just winning innings. That's what you're looking for. Win the inning. So Gakila, I'm sure he'll take that. Yes, he gave up 1, but he won the inning, and he just needs to take that momentum as he moves forward. And there it is. Perfect. Marte, and that gets the run right back. I swear, Gakil's PCI placement is one of the best we see in the, just this year. His placement in the PCI has been fantastic, and he was able to get that solo shot from Marte.
Absolutely. He's doing a good job of sitting back in those cutters, and that's tough to do with this Senga card. You got to sit on like around 100-mile-per-hour 4-seam, slow down to the low 90s cutter, and he's still sitting back in that fastball at another just frozen rope of an out. I feel like Alex Gakil's swings have just been all money so far this game.
Yes, very hard outs. That's already his second perfect out. So he just needs to stay put where he's at. He must feeling good with his placement, and just the drop. It will drop. It will drop for you as you keep on swinging the good bat.
Ooh, and that's going to be a fly out that he just gets underneath with Eduardo Escobar. And if you were taking note of that screen that we were just on, you're able to see Alex K's pitching view. And the one thing about Senga, which is scary, is that some of those pars, the perfect area regions of those pitches are pretty big. So it's kind of scary to pitch this card and miss a spot over the plate. Is that's going to be a ground ball to second. That's going to end our inning. Alex Gakil taking the 3-1 lead.
Able to respond right back and get the run that Alex K was able to get into the top of the bottom of the half. So, and that's a quick first out to Posada there.
Yeah, I think these players probably just getting their bats warmed up. We're not seeing crazy run output yet, but all it takes, it's like a flick of a switch at some point in the game where both hitters can just heat up instantly. But definitely seeing some just missed swings, some unordinary swings out of these players that you didn't see much yesterday. But we got plenty of ball game left and plenty of time left in this series for that to change.
Hands out. I'm curious, Scan, if DeGrom would be considered Gakil's ace because now he has a 1-game lead, or is he holding his ace in his back pocket here? So I'm very curious if this. I'm very curious on that as well. But right now he has a 3-2 pitch to Larry Walker. We know Larry Walker is K's favorite card here. So we'll see here on the payoff pitch, and that's going to be a good swing. But that's just going to stay in the park as Marte is going to hover that over for out number 2.
Man, another swing that he just missed. The key difference there is that pitch not going right onto the corner. He was able to get that PCI in the zone, but the difference there is just that pitch being a little bit more middle zone. That's driven to center field by Carlos Santana, and I think that's staying in. And another easy inning for Alex Gakil on the mound.
That's a clean inning, and now this is where you have the top of the lineup. You want to start attacking, and we'll see if he can do here against Senga in the 3rd inning. And that's a good way. Oh, I thought that was going to be fair for a second.
Yeah, like you mentioned, if you're able to keep your opponent low on the run count early on, then you give yourself a chance to build some separation, get your own big inning, and now your opponent has to catch up with you the entire time. So Alex Gakil off to a 3-1 start. Got to make sure you keep him low here if you're Alex K on the mound, because you got to stay in this game here.
The count is full.
Now, I'm curious how long you're going to let Senga go. We've seen where throughout the bullpen bash where that's lift to right. Does that have enough? I think that just missed there onto the warning track power for out number 1. But to go point where if you see that Senga's not having, how quick are you going to have the leash for your starter stay, especially since you could bring another starter in?
Oh, man, these swings, I mean, these PCIs are basically right on the ball still. But it just has not translated to hits and runs for either of these players yet. Some hard hit outs, some swings that are just pixels off on the PCI, staying in the park. Man, I feel like all it's going to take is just one or two swings to go someone's way to get that pitcher confidence down, and I can expect those floodgates to open quick.
That's ball 2.
And that's a beautiful pitch, but better take.
Yeah, I think a key thing here you're seeing out of Alex Akil is that's going to be a ground ball to second base, and another scoreless inning here to end the top of the third. I think the thing Alex Akil has done well is he's seen a lot of pitches. He's working some more counts. And at the very least, if the swings aren't going your way and the luck isn't going perfectly, at least you get that pitch count up and give yourself a better chance of seeing a mistake with lower energy.
All about keeping that composure, too. You know the hits will come. Be like, I have good swings. They're just not translating. I'm good. Let's just keep the ball moving.
Absolutely. And we got the bottom part of the order coming up here, but this is big. If you're Alex K, you got Nico Goodrum, 3-0 count here to start off the inning. You'd love to get a leadoff runner to set up that top part of the order. And, I mean, we got some big hitters coming up in the top. I know we have Babe Ruth in his first 3 hitters. Is that's going to be hit the center field? And, again, just underneath it. Might have been expecting sinker there. Gets the 4-seam, though. That's a fly out to center.
Yeah, K's just missing by a hair, too. It's just a little bit too on top of it. Once he gets more centered up, the balls are going to drop for him. And that's going to be rolled over right to Jimmy. And Jimmy's going to throw that with the 99 arm there for out number 2.
Yeah, and one thing I liked out of Alex Akil on the mound there is he fell behind 3-0, but then decided to start attacking the zone. He was locating his pitches with the entire part within the strike zone, trying to just make him hit something in the zone. And that got him that at bat. But that one is absolutely driven by Ketel Marte. 111 mile per hour off the bat. And Alex K has a second run of the game. Make it 3-2 here.
Fantastic hit. Marte showing his presence. And that's another drive. Does that happen enough? That should get down. And it does. That's going to be a ground roll double for Babe.
Yeah, this is what I talk about, the floodgates. So much of this game is momentum. And sometimes it's one good swing, and these players were just let the swings fly, and they just start connecting. That's driven to right field. Adley Rutschman with another perfect. That's going to make this a 3-3 game, and Alex K is heating up those bats.
Second straight extra base hit for Adley for Alex K, and he ties up the game. We have a brand new game. That's another perfect. Oh, just goes right to Profar. Fantastic swing. Nothing you can do there. Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
both these dudes, for a lot of their outs, have just been destroying the ball. Both sides have just been hard liners to the infielders. I'll tell you what, it would be a scary day to be an infielder in this game right now. That's going to be a rollover ground out to start off our inning.
He challenged Adley with another cutter. We saw in the first where Adley took that cutter for a perfect home, went right back to it, but this time just in a little bit more and able to roll that over to the second base.
Yeah, and this is an interesting at-bat here. We actually have a righty-righty at-bat with all these switch hitting teams, and you're going to see a lot of pitches down and away. It is the spot to go for when you're playing against these good players on legend difficulty. You don't see that often in the righty-lefty match with the switch hitting team, and that's just a slurve. And honestly, Mookie can't do anything with that pitch.
No one could do anything with that pitch. That was fantastic placement.
As we got Ketel Marte, who has done damage for both sides already. He's going to slap a hard hit single to left field here. Good swing and sitting back in that fastball to left. And 2 out runners, always worth keep an eye out on. And here's Jurickson Profar, like you mentioned, who has done damage for Alex Akil.
Yeah, always been coming into the big spots here for Akil. And this is another one right here. But good placement, just late on the ball. That's going to be a fly out for number 3. And we have a brand new ball game still here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and that pitch is why saying it's tough. He hit him with the 4-seam there, got him just late on it in comparison to being ready for that cutter down to 93 miles an hour. And that's the name of the game on Legend here. When you're playing such good players, sometimes the difference is just throwing one pitch instead of another. That's a high fly ball to right field, and right at the wall is Babe Ruth. Man, I thought we almost had a ship it special right there.
I thought that was our first ship it special that we were going to get today. I really did.
But yeah, both these dudes are attacking the zone, throwing a lot of strikes, making their opponent hit something, and that's going to be a late swing fly ball to left field, and Mookie Betts will be there routinely. And very quickly, we're down to 2 outs.
We're already almost in the top of the fifth, 3-3 score. This game's flying by. A lot of first, I mean, just like you said, they're attacking in the zone and they're just trusting with the stuff and then going back to hitting wise and be a little aggressive, but that's a fantastic take there from the sinker outside.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see who will make the move to the bullpen soon. I mean, both these starters are being efficient. They're not even giving up many runs. And the bullpen move might be the biggest decision to start off this game.
I feel like once someone gets into like first and second, 1 out type of situation, we might see go to the pen real quick. But so far, both those starters kind of locked in a little bit more. I expected a little bit more offense to start out the game, but to lock it in 3-3, especially with the first game of the bullpen bash for today, so you know the nerves might be there. But these players are so good at hitting, so it's kind of, you don't see that translate, and that's going to be another fly ball right to center field for out number 3, and we head to the 5th with a 3-3 score.
Yeah, I think it's swings like that make them want to keep in those starters. I mean, both these players are unreal hitters, and you're just seeing those swings where they're just missing the ball pretty consistently. That's something that will keep you way more motivated to keep a starter in against these players, because you know they're just not reading the ball perfectly if they're consistently just off these pitches. So surprisingly enough, we have a kind of pitcher's duel going on here into the 5th inning.
Yes, I would easily call this a pitcher's duel if it's a 3-3 score in the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, we had 19 to 20 games. Alex Cakill scored 20 runs, I think, in like 2 of his games yesterday. So, like, the 3-3 game here in the 5th is definitely not what a lot of people would have expected. And that's going to be another fly out to right field.
A dose of cutters that we're seeing a lot. He's putting everything away and then sneaks that cutter inside on, like, the 3rd pitch of the bat and able to get the swing there.
You're doing a great job of changing speeds, getting off put by the cutter and the 4-seam. And I think I like this approach here from Alex Cakill, just a little patient on those pitches near the zone, just trying to see some pitches, try to get a gauge on how Alex K is attacking him in the zone here. And now he's ahead 3-1 here with the top of the order looming.
What do you got?
Ooh, does he get the check swing call? He does not. Great pitch. Even better check swing to keep that walk now. You got Jimmy Rollins, top of the order coming. And I want to see if he keeps staying patient here. Oh, he got the fastball inside. Just a little bit late on it to be a fly out to center. Now we got 2 outs.
Still great PCI placement there. Just the timing wasn't there. Let's see if we can do something here with 2 outs. Try to get something moving. But so far, these pitchers have been doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I could just tell, like, they haven't been the most comfortable at the plate. A very late swing and miss on the fastball down the way does not happen often with Alex Cakill at the plate. That's how good of a hitter he is. They're just keeping him a little bit off put in their timing, and that's driven down the line. It's a fair ball. Runner on first will be running. He'll get 3rd, and a little 2-out double for Babe Ruth, and now is where it gets a little scary if you're Alex K on the mound.
It's going to stick with Senga here, though. And now we have Jorge Posada, who has 125 on pretty much all of his contact and clutch. So, and there it is. Perfect. Left field, and that is going to be a 3-run shot for Jorge Posada to give Cakill the 3-run lead here in the top of the 5th. What a 2-out rally that was, San.
Yeah, and this is what makes him such a good hitter. The adjustment between earlier in the inning when he was very late on the down and the way 4-seam on the corner, and then just a batter or 2 later, Posada comes up, gets that down and the way 4-seam, and he times it perfectly to left. And now it's a 6-3 game, and now is a time if you're Alex Cakill, you want to open the floodgates versus Senga here with that confidence probably dipping down now.
Yeah, this is probably the last inning that we'll see Senga, if even maybe the last batter, if Adley gets a hold of one here.
Yeah, I'm watching out for that down and in cutter. I would be shocked if he gets one of those over the plate here. It has to only be inside. If he misses that spot, though, Adley Rutschman might punish it because he's been doing that all game.
Yeah, we already had the first home run of Adley being cutter down low. He was able to get perfect on. Misses that cutter away, and that is ball 4.
Yeah, this is probably last batter if you're Senga. You're just going to try to get him on those down away sliders and slurves, maybe get him a little too aggressive, but Alex Cakill is doing a great job of being patient seeing a lot of pitches, making him throw in the zone. And Senga's just missing these spots. And that's driven up the middle by Mookie Betts. That's going to get a runner on first and second here with 2 outs. And I think this is when you got to pull Senga.
Oh, hands down. I think this is when you pull Senga. The difference between this inning and the innings past is the patience that we've been seeing for Gakil and keep this 2-out rally going and start it to begin with. And he's going to bring in Raleigh fingers here. He misses away with the sinker away. But this is where Alex Gakil just want to keep on pushing this 2-out rally.
And that's a fly ball to deep left field. Does it have the legs to go? It does not. Just a little bit off on the down and away sinker. And Alex K gets out of it, but not before Alex takes a 6-3 lead with a big home run by Jorge Posada.
Now let's see if K does the same. Just to be a little bit more patient. But I could see, as we see the first 2 pitches, Gakil's just going to attack the zone and looking to get quick outs.
3.
Oh, great four seam to get him to check swing. Very quick at bat for Nico Goodrum there, but now you got top of the order. You can get out number 2 here. That would be huge to hopefully keep some momentum on your side if you're Gakil.
Yes. You don't want him to respond at all. You want that clean inning and keep on winning these innings.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good patience here from Alex K to start off this inning. I think that's going to be the difference, like you mentioned, just seeing some pitches. These players aren't going to throw many pitches over the middle of the plate. They're going to try to get you just chasing outside of the zone or pitches right on the black. So you can just make them throw on the corners. That's the way to get ahead in at bats and hopefully eventually see a mistake. And has now gotten to a pretty long at bat here, 2-2 count. And Jimmy Rollins is just staying alive.
Curious if we'll see that fastball in again as we got the first strikeout.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh, good take on a low changeup. 3-2 count with Ketel Marte on deck. Here comes the pitch. Up and away, four seam. And ooh, I wonder what pitch he was looking for there, Scuffy.
Yeah, he was definitely looking something different there, but able to foul that off and keep the bat alive here.
Oh, hanging slider bite. Gets that PCI a little too high. That's one of those pitches that is definitely a mistake pitch that Alex
he got away with
just
that
missed a bit this game. He's just been off on those pitches this game.
But enough difference in speed, maybe that got him a little bit more in front in there, and the PCI just wasn't there.
Oh, but that's a swing from Ketel Marte. Over to head him, diving Mookie Betts, and that is going to be a 2-out double. I mean, Alex has had good swings. Alex K, I did it again, Scuffy.
It's okay.
Alex K has had some good swings.
We saw Gakil have a 2-out rally last inning, and now we have K trying to do his own. We got Babe up, who could easily hit a 2-run shot and cut this lead to 1.
Yeah, it's about capitalizing on it here. You got a good swing with Ketel. You kept this inning alive.
Inside.
Now you're getting Jacob deGrom just missing the zone a little bit here. Now in a favorable hitter's count. But oh, that's a swing. That could be the difference right there. Now makes it a 2-2 count. Back inside with the slider. Check swings that time. Gonna take a moment to pause. 3-2 count, 2 outs. He knows he's not reading that inside slider the best right now. Now here comes a big 3-2 pitch to Babe Ruth. Oh, he went another slider. Just all sliders right now at DeGrom.
Now you try. You still got first base open, but you do have Alley on deck. It's like pick your poison.
Yup. And now you get Adley. He tried to get him with that inside slider. Now you got a question keeping in Jacob deGrom. He's seemingly made an adjustment at a bat on that inside slider, and now Alex K has 2 runners on, 2 outs, and Adley, who has already done damage this game. This is definitely a little bit scary.
Yes, I'm curious if he's going to go to the pen here or he's going to leave deGrom in. It really depends how he feels, but Adley's 2 for 2 against deGrom, so he may. I mean, you have the bullpen there for you, especially the starters as well. He's going to bring in Raleigh as well, and here's the first pitch. That's smoked.
Driven. Oh, bases loaded. That's going to keep the runner at third. Great swing from Adley Rutschman yet again there. And out comes up Eduardo Escobar. Bases loaded. 2 outs versus Raleigh Fingers.
Strap in. This is what we expected.
Yeah, this is a big at bat. And Raleigh Fingers is a great
One ball,
pitcher. He's got
one
that
strike.
slow fork ball, a tough pitch to adjust to. But that down and away sinker and fork ball tunnel is the main two pitches you'll see out of him. But now a 1-2 count. Big to get ahead here with 2 outs.
Ball.
The
Not
good thing
gonna get
about
the
his
bite on the
slider,
high
though,
four seam.
I mean, we don't see as much, but the slider par is
Got a
very
full count.
Yeah.
minimal. So you never know where he tries up. But then again, these guys adjust to these sliders. And Escobar hits that to right field. Grand salami for Escobar. And he takes the 1-run lead here, 7-6. Sorry, Scan, I was in the middle.
No, you're good. You're good. 3-2 slider. He threw it, and you talked about it being a good pitch for the par,
He's
but
out.
that's the difference between
That's
Jacob
the difference
DeGrom and Raleigh
yep.
Fingers.
Yep.
Slow, floaty slider in comparison to a 92-mile-per-hour one, and a great swing from Alex K.
I was trying to get to that where these hitters definitely see Raleigh slider good. But you really had to put it like,
Counts 1-0.
you had to think about when throwing that pitch. However, it did not work there.
Yeah, he might not have wanted that over the plate, but you know what? Alex Cakill is going to bounce right back. Perfect for Jurickson Profar, and he's going to tie this game right back up. And this is going to be what we're going to see. This we might have the floodgates open with the bullpen in here, because slow start with Senga the DeGrom on the mound, but very quickly we're up to a 7-7 game here in the 6th.
And we talked about Profar for Kill, and they're his first home run of this series to tie up this 7.
Yeah, and a big thing to compare these two players and how they did in the playoffs so far. Alex K had to battle with Diornal to get to this point, as that's going to be a fly out to left by Eduardo Escobar. And Alex K has had some crazy back and forth homers. He had a go-ahead home run in the second game versus Diornal. He had a 20-19 win in his first game. And Alex Cakill just kind of kept on out-hitting Wilsey in his series. And that's driven to deep left field by Carlos Santana, and just to the deepest part of Ship It.
Good swing. Keep it right there. Just good right there. Just didn't have the result they were looking for. But now we got the top of the lineup, and we saw last half inning in the top of the 5th where Cakill was able to put a nice 2-hour rally going, and with the top of the order, and that's driven. Another good swing. Does that have enough too? No, it doesn't. Wow.
Hey, I gotta say, both these dudes with their swings, like even the swings they're getting out on are like good PCIs, very good timing.
That was good
Like-
too.
Like that's all you can do with that fork ball. It's unreal. Every swing has basically been on point for these two players.
And look how even it is. 7 runs, 8 hits both.
Yup, this is a big inning though. Alex K got the game tied last inning, kept Alex Cakill to only 1. Now you have an opportunity to build some separation, get your own good inning yet again here, and now you're into the bullpen and onto our second pitcher already, Hobie Milner in.
Hey.
And we know Hobie Miller has that funky release here. He's
That's
going to
a
have
ball.
that sinker slider away. It's very sometimes tough to pick up just the release, and he's going to get that 90-1 fastball right to Babe, and Babe should hover that over for out number 1.
Yeah, I think a big thing with Hobie Milner is the fact that he has the funky release, and people select to throw the
Inside, ball
instead
1.
of the sinker sometimes. He was probably expecting
Just
sinker there.
Yep.
The PCI just a little bit off to the right.
Yeah.
And instead it's the 4-seam and it's a fly out. And that's a lot of the out pitches with Hobie Milner on the mound with these dudes.
But
What
and
you
then you
got?
got to remember with these sidearm pitchers that we see, like the Tyler Rogers and the Milners, their par is very small as well. That's gonna be a ground ball. That's a diving stop by J-Roll, and he's able to get the out number 2. Big play from Gilkill.
And another good swing. Those low breaking balls have been a little tough to hit. Good, they're making good swings on them, but they're going right to fielders so
Yes,
far
they're
in
going-
this game. And it's just,
Whoa,
that's
that's
how this goes. I mean, these players are so good. Even their outs are consistently good swings. But now we have a 1-2 count, and this could be a big pitch here to hopefully get out of this inning scoreless.
Yeah, you don't want to turn over the lineup here and try to get a 2-hour rally from K.
That's ball 2.
And you want to get Nico Gurum here. Here's the 2-2 pitch
yeah.
from Milner.
3-2.
Down.
Great
and we have a full
takes.
count. Good take, yes.
Yeah, I wonder if he attacks in the zone here. He goes down and away sinker. Again, all you can do with that pitch,
out.
probably too close to take. And a ground out right to second. And a big scoreless inning for Alex Cakill on the mound. And we have a 7-7 ball game here, still in the top of the 7.
Now we have 2, 3, 4 coming up for Gakil. We have Babe, Jorge, and Adley. And now we see Holby on the other side here.
Yeah, this is a key thing with the lineup construction here. Alex K goes for 2 lefties, but Alex Gakil has the lefty and the righty in the lineup. We got Babe Ruth here in the 2 spot. Actually, do I have that flip-flopped? Which one is Larry Walker again? I know one of them is Larry Walker.
K has Larry Walker. And
right.
Gakil has Mookie.
Yep.
In the 5th spot.
Yeah, Gakil does have the righty here, so if he just keeps this inning going, he could actually have a righty-lefty matchup with Mookie Betts upcoming here.
Ball.
But now we have a 1-2 count. There's the 4-seam down to the way. He's going to fight it off with Posada.
A lot of stuff away.
Yeah,
with
there's
Miller.
so much away. A lot of the sinker and 4-seams and changeups all down and away. And then you just go inside occasionally with that slurve just to see if they'll chase. But the hanging circle changeup, Jorge Posada hits a deep home run yet again. And he is just doing damage this game for both teams.
Second home run of this game. I mean, he's just so good. You were able to get him from the World Series award, and it just once you see that version of the card, that's the best Jorge Posada we ever seen in that movie show for Diamond Dynasty.
Oh, without a doubt. The basically maxed out contact. Funny enough, he doesn't even get changed much with this switch hitter boost, but he's just so helpful to contribute to the switch hitter boost. And he's just a mainstay in all these lineups. Even if it's not a catcher, you can play over at first, and he's been doing damage for both teams this game. Ooh, and up and away. Sinker gets him a little bit early on. He's going to roll it right back to the pitcher. And here comes that lefty-righty at bat with Mookie Betts up here, 2 outs.
He's going to keep him in. We have 125-92 against lefties for Mookie. And he's already down 0-2.
Yeah, both at bats for Mookie to start off this game. He was facing Kodai Senga, getting a lot of sliders and slurves down and away. He's going to go inside here, and that's driven to deep left field by Mookie Betts. Also just underneath the Ship It scoreboard sign out and left. And another big home run for Alex Gakil, making it a 9-7 ball game. And in comes Kenley Jansen here in the top of the 7th.
Just fantastic PCI placement there. It felt like he was just sitting on that slurve. Give me that slurve inside and let me do the damage there, and he was able to hit that solo shot.
Absolutely. He had thrown that slurve inside to the righties off the plate earlier in the inning, but that time he threw it in the zone and he was ready for it. And that's going to end the inning on a ground out to first, but Alex Gakil takes the lead yet again. Now up 9-7 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Still plenty of game left, especially the way these two hit. That's going to be fly ball. I don't know if that's going to have enough. It's pushing. We might have one there. No, Mookie gets it at the wall for out number 1.
Swing again. He was just a little bit off on. Hits it to the gap. And very quickly, Alex Gakil is going to warm up the pen. He's like, you know what? That's too good of a swing versus Hobie Milner there. Get him out of here. I'm not keeping in a lefty versus Ketel Marte. He's got to face Adam Ottavino now.
Yeah, Ottavino has every pitch that you can think of. He has that cutter, sinker, four-seam fastball, circle change. You know what he has in the slurve. That's going to be ripped for a foul ball, but he's been a great addition to have in the bullpen.
Yeah, you've seen Kenley Jansen enter for Alex Gakil on the mound the previous inning. I mean, for Alex K in the previous inning, and Alex Gakil on the mound now, pitching with Adam Ottavino. Both of them are big players with that switch hitting captain boost. But the sinker low is going to get him to bite. A rare swing and miss on a sinker. Alex K, grounder up the middle for Babe Ruth, and Adam Ottavino comes in and just dices him up for an inning. Still 9-7.
Didn't let K respond there after putting up 2, so fantastic inning there.
And I think this is huge. They brought in Kenley Jansen for just the 1 out that last inning. He gets that 1 out, and now with the 3-batter minimum not being in effect, he can bring him Adam Ottavino to start off this inning. And now Alex K has a very solid reliever to hopefully keep him in his game here at the top of the 8th.
And following suit, Pofar already has a home run in his last at bat. We'll see if he can do it again. That's 2 great takes to start out the bat. Now he's in a hitter's count.
Look at all these pitches down and away, just change ups down and away, make him sit back on it. And he's just peppering that bottom left part of the zone here.
2 strikes.
Great take on a low sinker there. Now a 3-2 count. Going down the way again. That's probably all you need to do. Just try to fight off those pitches, stay alive in this at bat. And that is driven to left field, and that changeup ends up in the zone, and Alex Gill punishes him for it. A huge perfect from Jurickson Profar. Now, Alex Gill is just still going. Solo homer. Now, a 10-7 ball game.
You just got to keep on attacking. Like you said, just keep attacking, try and keep on scoring runs. And if you could put up zeros on the other side, too, on the pitching side, it's all going to work out for you. But Profar continues to be one of his MVPs throughout this weekend.
Yeah, that's why these players are so good. He just kept on getting down and away changeups, and he made the adjustment. Just one pitch later, fights off a down and away circle change on the black. Next pitch gets it in the zone. Perfect tank to left field. Man, just a lot of low changeups out of Alex K here. That's just been the go-to pitch. Goes inside very sporadically. Almost gets the strike 3 called there. But that time he goes in the zone with the cutter that smoked the center. But Ketel Marte will make the play.
Double down on the cutter there, but that had a more plate, I'm sure, that he wanted to, but able to get that ball right to the fielder. But Carlos Santana gets a 2-out single, 1-out single here, and then we have top of the order here for Gill.
Yeah, I think that's big to get that lineup turned over with the runner on. You got Jimmy Rollins up, who has actually been kept cool this game, but has definitely done a lot of damage. And in comes Aaron Bummer, big sinker cutter lefty out of the bullpen here.
Basically the opposite, like, oh, that's ripped, perfect. And Jimmy gets his first hit of the game, and that's going to be second and third with 1 out. I was going to say Aldovino and Bummer are very similar, just throws on the different side.
Yeah, and just love the aggression out of Alex Gill there. Sitting inside fastball, literally first pitch the at bat, a perfect down the line. That's going to be grounded to second, but that will get a run home, making it an 11-7 game, and that's huge to at least get that 1 run. But now you bring up Jorge Posada, who we've talked about a couple times already, has done some damage on those down and away pitches.
Yeah, 2 of his hits are the 2 home runs that he has. A 3-run shot and a solo shot. Now he has a man on third. See if he can get another 2-out home run.
That's ball 3.
Now a 3-0 count. Now it gets scary. You're struggling to find the zone with Aaron Bummer, and he bounces back with a dot of a sinker right on the corner.
Ball 4.
Great takes, though. I think has been the difference out of Alex Gill. He's just been very patient at these pitches near the zone, working at bats, seeing a lot of pitches, and now you bring up Adley Rutschman with 2 runners on with 2 outs here. Oh, that's grounded up the middle, though, but the play will be made. But Alex Gill keeps the bats going, makes it an 11-7 ball game, and if you're Alex K at the plate here, you definitely feel like you got to get a couple here, get some good swings. Is that driven to right field? Is that going to go? Nope, that's going to die right at the track again. Just a little bit off the swing for Alex K.
It's the swings are good. It's just the PCI placement just to be a little bit like he's not squaring as much as he wants to right now. But if he does, look out. I mean, it just takes that one swing like you mentioned before.
Absolutely, and I love the live adjustment he's making in game. He changes his PCI to center only. That's driven the deep right field. It's got the launch angle, but doesn't have the legs. It does not. Another warning track swing. And I like how he switched the center only PCI there. Felt like he was probably just getting underneath the ball, so now just wants to use the center. Try to find the center of the ball now, but again, a swing he's just missed yet again. But that one he's on, though. Great swing on an away sinker, just to slap that into right. 2-out runner for Alex K, and now you're going to question keeping out of Vino. He's at least considering taking him out. You got to go lefty here.
I might go lefty here. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Oh, he's going Devin Williams.
Okay. And Devin Williams, we know he has the screwball, sinker, changeup, you name it. He has it once again with these relievers. I mean, all these relievers have a great repertoire.
Yeah. I think the thing that makes Devin Williams different with how these guys pitch is the slower changeup, and then the cutter is significantly slower than the sinker. You have more change of speed between those 2 pitches. And then you could throw in that screwball once in a while, get an off PCI like that. Now it's a 2-2 count.
Curious if we'll see that cutter now.
Counts full.
Sinker down.
3-2 count. working a good at bat here. Down and in again, and a great adjustment on that changeup. Perfect to right, and with the runner going 3-2 count, he's gonna go to third. He's in there.
That was closer than I thought there.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna be in there easily, but that ended up being a bang play. But now we got 2 runners on, 2 outs, and this is a pivotal at bat for Alex K.
Ooh.
Oh, but he bites at the high 4 seam, gets the check swing call, and now it's down 0-2, and Gakil almost dots a down and in sinker, but still a 1-2 count. And that ball is driven to right field. What a swing on a middle in screwball by Carlos Santana, and a big 3-run homer for Alex K. And it's now an 11-10 game here in the 8th.
What a great swing from Carlos Santana. And Nico Kurung, can't find grass there as he puts that perfect hit right to Jimmy Rollins. But hey, you got 3 of them back and you're down by 1. You got to put up a 0 here. You want to put up a 0 and then try to walk it off. Similar fashion what he did in game 1 in the semis against DiGiorno.
Yeah, it's the instant adjustment out of Alex K there on that screwball. He got the PCI right there, destroys that pitch, and then puts up another good swing right after. And it felt like an instant switch. He was like, okay, I'm confident in my swings again, and still put up a great swing. Unfortunately, it was a line out, but still big adjustment of Alex K there. And if he could just keep Alex Gakil to nothing or even 1 here, he is still within reach here in the bottom of the 9th.
And that's going to be a perfect for Mookie right there. But that's what's great about these top competitors. They're able to make those in-game adjustments and be able to have that composure, be able to do that, and not let the previous actions affect them. And Kay, I mean, fantastic with that 3-run shot, and he's so close of getting back into the series and get a game of his own. Yeah,
I mean, it's huge for the implications here, because if he could bounce back and make this a 1-1 series, then we're back at square. But since he had to forfeit game number 1 for his later scheduling conflict, you know, Alex Gakil, if he could pick up a win here, that would be huge. As that's driven to left field by Ketel Marte. Another great swing on that screwball. And with the speed on first out of Mookie, he's going to score. Close play, but he's going to be in there. Now a 12-10 game, and Gakil just keeps on going.
It feels like every time K scores, Gakil comes back and be able to respond. We saw that with a profile home run after it was a 7-6 lead for K, and he was able to tie up the game. Now here we got that 2-0 RBI double there, and get that at least 1 of them back.
Yeah, and it's almost going like we mentioned. It's big to get that jump start offensively before the opponent. And then every time your opponent scores, you got to be able to bounce back. And Gakil has done that every time in this game. That's how he's held the 12-10 lead. But he's still cooking here. 2 runners on, nobody out. And yeah, Devin Williams has not worked out for either team so far. And then comes Blake Trinan.
And here's Trinan from the TA3 from season 1. We know, I mean, if you're a BR player, we all know that Blake is a great pitcher to use. Now we have a 99 version of him, and he's going to have that sinker cutter mix that we're going to see here from him.
I love the pinch hitter here, by the way. Alex Gakil goes for the all-diamond bench. He's got great cards on his bench still. Oh, just misses a down and in cutter. That was pixels away from being a 3-run homer from Larry Walker, but instead to be a fly out to right. Runner gets over to third, but I like the pinch hit decision there. You don't really see that as much with Alex K. I believe he has a couple bronzes on his bench to
does he really?
The switch hitter boost.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he does have a couple bronzes, but you don't see pinch hitters often with these switch hitter teams. But I like how Gakil is experimenting with that late game here.
Yeah, now we have Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana just had a big hit for K and has a man on first and third here. We have another chance for another 3-run home run here, but let's see what Santana does here on the 1-2 pitch. He's going to foul that off or keep it in there with the 1-2 count.
Ooh, down away sinker again. Now here's the thing, even though Santana's like a 95 overall and a captain, he is still a solid hitter. That's driven to right, but not nearly deep enough to score that run. It's a big out to get, but you still now got the top of the order. You avoid the double play. And definitely got to be careful here if you're Alex K on the mound.
And we know Jimmy had that first pitch swinging against Aaron Bummer last time up to get his first hit of the game. Let's see what he does here. And that's going to be ripped up to the opposite side and gets another run across the board with a 2-out single. Now, it's just big. Alex could kill 2-out scenarios. Doesn't affect him. He just gets runs. I'm curious how many runs he's got across in this game with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's huge. He's just getting runners on. Even if he's not putting up big home runs every inning, he's just putting up good swings, manufacturing runs, and every run makes a difference in this last inning here. Alex K is heated up. His bats are looking good, but a 3-run lead is far different here. That ball is driven up the middle by Babe Ruth. Almost hit too hard up the middle, though. Now you got bases loaded, 2 out, and that lefty-lefty matchup out of Babe Ruth and Aaron Loop just did not go Aaron Loop's way. And now here comes Jorge Posada yet again with the bases loaded.
I mean, he already has 2 home runs here. He has 2 big hits in these type of scenarios. Now he has the hitters count 2-0 here from Aaron Loop.
Oh, aggressive swing 2-0. Gets it down and sinker just a little bit early on it, but now it's a 2-1 count. Gonna go backdoor cutter. Great pitch. Gets him very early on it. Now a 2-2 count. Down and away changeup. Again, Alex Kill just fighting off these tough pitches, staying alive. Now a 2-2 pitch yet again, and a beautiful sequence. Going up and away sinker. Gets a late swing and miss, and that's huge for Alex K. Get out of a bases loaded jam with 2 outs, and you're within reach.
Yes, you're
down only 3 here.
And you have top of the lineup as well. So you got that going for you. We'll see what Kill is going to do on the mound. He's going to keep in Devin or bring someone else in. And he looks like he's going to keep him in.
Yeah. I mean, he had that good swing on the screwball versus him in that last inning, but I don't know. I mean, this is tough because you only have so many relievers. Trying to extend Devin Williams here could work out, but I feel like both these guys have read him pretty well. But now it's a 1-2 count very quickly for Alex K to play and gets him to bite at a high 4-seam. He was dialed up for the velo, way too dialed up, and that's a big strikeout start off the inning.
It was 3 straight fastballs right there. I guess for K, he was looking for the slow stuff that you expect from Devin, but Kill just went with the heater and able to get that strikeout. Oh, man, another pace.
Beautiful sequencing out of Alex Kill. 2 great at-bats on the mound for him to start off this inning. And very quickly, Alex K is down to his final out at the plate. But now, very quickly, 0-2 count to Babe Ruth. I mean, you know what they say, the final out is the hardest out to make. So I'm expecting Alex K to absolutely fight here. Good adjustment to take the high 4-seam this time. 2-2 count now. And Kill is going to consider bullpen options as Devin Williams gets up to 24 pitches. And in comes Blake Trinan in a 2-2 count. 2 outs and a very scary first pitch. 3-2 count now. And Alex K is just staying alive here. 3-2 count yet again. Goes down and in sinker and just right to the second baseman. And Alex Kill picks up a huge 13-10 win here in game number 2. And with our scheduling conflict scenario, takes a 2-0 lead in this series versus Alex K.
Yeah, that's a big win there, especially he'll be the home team, I assume, next game, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Kill just was kind of relentless in that game where he was just... No matter, it wasn't like the big hits. Yes, he had those big home runs, but like you mentioned before, he was able to produce runs by just getting base hits, moving runners over, sacrifice flies, and able to score there and keep attacking. It just started in the 5th, I felt like. He was starting to take a lot more pitches. We saw, at first, it looked like a pitcher's duel. It was 3-3 in the top of the 5th, and as we watch the highlights here, as Babe Ruth gets it going for Kill, but it was just it kind of shifted once it got to the 5th. I feel like Kill was able to take more pitches and get into more rhythm.
Absolutely, he got Senga out of the game by just seeing a lot of pitches, working counts, and took advantage of the rallies when they came up. was able to get a little bit of a head start off of Alex K. And at that point, even though Alex K was the home team, he was playing catch up to Gakil the entire time. And this game was really down to the end with Alex Gakil maintaining that lead. And I think the key difference of that game was that bottom of the ninth, those first two batters, he pitched very aggressively, read Alex K very well at the plate, and got two very quick outs in that ninth.
And he pitched backwards to Devin Williams' repertoire, right? He went with Peter instead of going with the screwballs, the changeups of him, and he was able to, get him chasing with a high fastball, then come back with the next at bat and get him looking with the sinker inside. So fantastic pitching, fantastic hitting. Alex K is right there, though. I feel like he's right there with the PCI placement. It was just one tick off. He had the good swings. It just wasn't the PC. And you saw he made that adjustment within game, and then he started getting into more rhythm there.
Yeah. All it takes is a different starter, a different look this game.
Different
to get those
PCI.
swings on point for him. He was so close on so many of those swings to start off that game. It could have been so much different if he was just a little bit on those swings. And key difference, Alex Gakil, the swings went his way. He got going offensively first, and he was able to take that lead. But that'll conclude us for game number 2 here, as Alex Gakil will take a 2-0 lead in our series. We're going to take a few-minute break in between our games, and we'll be back for game number 3 between these two great players.
Hey, welcome to Drive to Diamond Express, the ultimate guide to MLB The Show greatness. It's May, and we're rolling down the highway to the Big Apple, where Derek Jeter's storylines continues and our friend CC is hopping on the bus. And don't forget to fuel up with some premium octane Team Affinity rewards. And keep an eye out for our exits, weekly free packs, instant action moments, and season awards. Okay, where's the best pizza in town?
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he go? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Back, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio.
Let's create moments from the games you love.
Come take it!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
everyone, and welcome back to the MLB 24 Bullpen Bash. We just witnessed an unreal game number 2 between two great Alexes. Alex Kikill picking up a close win versus Alex K. Scuffy, that was an unreal game number 1.
Yeah, it was
technically
a great game 1 for the championship series for Bullpen Bash. I mean, back and forth action. It just, Alex Kikill was able to hold it off, and with the runs he produced throughout the game, it just was enough. But this is not over for K. Especially the way he's been swinging, we should see a nice little comeback here from K in game 3.
Yeah, without a doubt, he has just been so good in this Bullpen Bash tournament so far. He hadn't lost any games in the qualifier. He had done unreal in his very first series yesterday, but he's going to have to reverse sweep, win 3 games in a row if he wants to win $6,000. But nonetheless, it's possible. Anything can happen. And speaking of games coming up soon, season 2 is also coming up soon, and that will be the show 24. Starting on June 7th, here are a few things in store for the upcoming season.
And a few highlights that are coming up. We got progress faster in season 2 XP reward path, and you could earn season 2 XP bosses earlier. Complete head start goals now to unlock your first wildcard slot from the season 2 XP reward path on day 1. Build season 2 squads in ranked and battle royale. Use any cards in ranked co-op and some mini seasons and conquest maps. Earn wildcard slots along that season 2 XP reward path. Go read the dead block on theshow.com and get ready for a big day on Friday as season 2 comes out. You ready, Scan?
Absolutely. Gonna be a big day for Diamond Dynasty. New teams getting built. New season of cards. We'll be starting off with those core and low overall cards in a lot of lineups yet again. And this season, it'll be even easier to get those big rewards. So very exciting time for the Diamond Dynasty players in the game, and gonna be fun to see these last few games. So we're kind of like setting off season 1 with all these 99s and the best cards of the season. And you have dueling it out today. It's gonna be a fun way to set this off.
Yeah, it's going to be a good look back, see how great some of these cards have been. It's been the switch hitting, cards has pretty much been like the theme, especially with the Carlos Santana. So, and then I'm sure come in season 2, we're going to see what is entailed, and I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what comes from that.
Absolutely. Unreal offense coming out of those switch hitters, like we mentioned. I mean, both teams, I think most of the runs were scored from the switch hitters. I know we talked about before that some of the key players were the non-switch hitters, like the Mookie Betts and the Larry Walkers and such. And Mookie Betts did have a home run that game for Alex Kikill, but those switch hitters are just so difficult to pitch to in the game. As we look up to our new game coming up here soon, we're in game number 3 of the series. Remember, Alex K has a scheduling conflict later in this tournament, so he has to give up game number 1, meaning it is very quickly 2-0 in Alex Kikill's favor. All he needs to do is win 1 game, and he wins $6,000.
Yes, I mean, this is a big game for both sides. You know, Kikill is going to try to look to close this out, especially with the home team going to game 3. And K is just looking to stay alive here. Just stay alive and just, take that 1 game. The momentum just kind of shifts in your favor. Like, okay, we got 1. Now let's just take 1 game at a time. 1 game at a time. Win this one, then worry about the next one. And here we go. Game 3 of the Bullpen Bash between Alex K and Alex Kikill.
Yeah, and here we go. We're getting going. Al Leiter on the bump for Alex Kikill on the mound.
What a cutter.
Beautiful.
Sorry,
pitch to the head. 0-2. No, that's a beautiful pitch. Absolutely jump on it. And great pitch to bounce back with a 4-seam. Probably anticipating sinker there. Gets underneath that PCI, fly out to shortstop. And I think this is why Alex Kikill has done as well as he has. He's been very aggressive in how he's pitched on the mound. And it's a different approach to have at the plate to be ready to swing at those pitches.
Well, it showed in game 1 with DeGrom. He was a little aggressive there. Again, that's going to be a sicker away, but that's going to find some grass as Marte is going to get 1-out double. Oh, no, he's going to push him back. The throw from Babe. Push him back. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Shippey. You got the short wall and right. So hard hit liners there are very difficult to send, even with the 73 speed you get out of Ketel Marte. And that's huge to keep the single because the double play is in order.
Now we got Al Leiter now because we know that K likes Babe and then Larry Walker. So he'll have that in his favor with the lefty-lefty matchup. Even though Babe, I mean, both those players could hit lefties just fine.
Nope, that's a ball.
Yep. It's definitely for just the look of the matchup, at least. Give him a different look, change up what he's expecting. And now you got 2 runners on. Adley Rutschman, though, who has done damage for both sides, as that's driven to center field. That'll be caught right at the track. Will he send a runner over to third? He's going to. Gonna hit the cutoff, throw to third.
Got him!
And he gets him! What a relay from Alex Gakil, and he gets out of that inning scoreless. And very risky send for Alex K, and it bites him in the butt right there.
Jimmy Rollins and his high end arm there turned that, and look at that relay, quick relay, able to get about third. That's you know the baseball rule here. Try not to get the third out at third base.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Alex K and Alex Gakil are great players, but you got to take note of those risky sends. These players are so good. They don't typically do stuff like that because they hit so many home runs. That is driven to deep right field by Jimmy Rollins. They'll get off the wall. That should be a leadoff double. And here comes Alex Gakil yet again, just starting off with a great swing versus Andy Pettit here.
Yeah, so we have another lefty on the hill here, but this time Pettit for K, and that's going to be ripped. Is that going to have enough to get through? It does not. Diamond stop, but does push Jimmy to third base.
Yeah, now you get that runner on third with less than 2 outs. All he needs is a fly ball to hit him in. Even a grounder to the middle infielders probably gets the job done with 99 speed. And this is a big potential out for Alex K. I mean, that send last inning kind of tells me he might be feeling a little bit of pressure, might be trying to press a little bit, being behind in this series, trying to make something happen. That's driven down the left field line by Jorge Posada, though. Beautiful swing on an inside curveball. And Alex Gakil will very quickly take a 1-0 lead.
Great swing from Posada. That was his first hit. That wasn't a home run, but still productive to get that RBI single.
Ball 1.
And I think the name of the game here for Alex Gakil, what's worked out for him has been his patience. He's seeing a lot of pitches and at bats. He's getting mistake pitches, and he's capitalizing the mistakes. A curveball that was definitely meant to be in off the plate catches the zone, and he punishes it with Jorge Posada. And he's just been fantastic with his swings.
Ball, that's out.
Ooh, that's a great take, though. Those are some tough pitches to take right next to the zone. Sinker that's just gonna roll right through, and these are the opportunities that you gotta take advantage of. Those swings don't go your way very often in this game.
Yes.
Now you get 2 runners on. You get the favorable matchup with Mookie, and now we get to see why he chose Mookie Betts. Perfect up the middle. 49 speed. He's gonna send him home. We'll have a play, but he should be in there. And another RBI single for Alex Gakil.
Look at Posada with the wheels there, and he was aggressive there. Already had the 1-0 lead, so he's like, well, let's see what we got. Made him to throw and didn't get him in time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Absolutely. Beautiful swings out of Alex Gakil. Even if they aren't home run swings, it's big to take advantage of these rallies when you get them. Now you still have 2 runners on with 1 out. With 1 good swing, you can make a big dent, but with 1 unfortunate swing like that one, just chases a sinker. That inning ends very quickly, but big for Alex Gakil to at least get 2 there.
That's what he's been doing. He's been consistent, trying to get at least 1 or 2 runs across the board. It might not be the big inning, but it's still effective by, hey, I'm here, I'm still going to score my runs, and putting the pressure on Alex K here.
Yeah, and I want to see if Alex K makes any adjustments here. Gakil has done a great job of just pitching aggressively.
There's your adjustments.
That's a great swing. Pulls an inside cutter off the foul pole, and here comes Alex K. That's what you want to see. Gakil's pitched aggressively. He's attacking the zone. He's throwing a lot of inside stuff to those righties, and he was ready for it that time. Now that's where the aggressive swinging bites you in the butt. You get a first pitch rollover sinker.
I swear, Escobar from the left side and the right side for a switch hitter might have like the best no home run out animations that we ever see.
Yeah, Eduardo Escobar is up there, and there's no doubt animation. And that card has just done damage today. Another home run for him. But now we have that lefty-lefty matchup, and you know what? He's still getting a hit on it. Inside sinker catches the plate. And I gotta say, if you're picking 2 lefties as your non-switch hitters, you gotta be confident lefty-lefty. And Alex K showing he can still put up good swings in those at bat.
Yeah, 121 contact against lefties where Larry Walker able to push that through and keep the inning here. Now we have Posada. I mean, Posada has 125, doesn't matter. He's going to pop that up. Just missed with that PCI again. It's just a little too on top of that. That's going to be out number 2 as a left fielder is going to hover over that.
Yeah, Alex Akil's did a good job of throwing a lot of four seams, and Alex K has not adjusted to the four seams. He's been underneath them pretty consistently here. When he's needed a big strike, he's gone to it, and it's worked out for him. But I think as soon as Alex K makes that adjustment on the four seam, and there it is, it's driven to deep left field, and Nico Goodrum is going to give Alex a 3-2 lead on, lo and behold, a down in four seam that he got on that swing this time.
I mean, you couldn't analyze that any perfectly there, Scan. He adjusted on that four seam, and he was able to get that
just
2-run
that's why
shot.
He's so good, man.
Well, that's why you're so good at casting this game.
Oh, you knock it off. he made me look good because he actually made the adjustment. That's easier said than done.
Well,
I
yeah,
would have
I'll give you both
probably hit a
praise here.
lazy fly out on that every time there. But this is big. Takes a lead here. Put that pressure on Alex Gakil. It's so interesting with these comp games with top players who are great hitters. It's almost like an advantage to being the road team because you can get that jump start offensively and make your opponent always play catch up in that bottom half of the inning. And if Alex K can keep it going, that puts that pressure on Gakil as the home team to keep up with them.
Now we have a full count here. We have Jimmy Rollins, top of the lineup. K already has a one-run lead here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's going to be ripped, but that's going to be foul.
I think that's been the difference out of Alex K overall, though. He's been very aggressive with those swings and close to the zone. And that's one that I think Gakil has been pretty consistently taking. That is a fly ball. He, again, just misses on the four seam, just to the warning track, but not before a big 3-run inning for Alex K. He's going to take a 3-2 lead here, and now that pressure comes back to Gakil. He's been always bouncing back whenever Alex K has scored. You got to see if he can do it again here.
This is where K needs to hold it down, get it to 0, not let Gakil respond, because that's what happened in the first game. This is a similar scenario here. Escobar last game got the grand slam to take the 1-run lead. Profar came back, hit a solo shot to tie it. However, this time around, it's just going to be a weak ground ball to the shortstop there to get out on number 1. So good start here from K in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, if you want to keep up with this series, you can see in the bottom right corner, Alex Gakil is up 2-0 in this series versus Alex K. And that's going to be a fly out to right by Eduardo Escobar. And like we've mentioned a few times, this is the second game we're watching today, but Alex K does have a scheduling conflict in the later part of this tournament today, meaning he forfeited game number 1. So he's technically down 2-0 here. He needs to win 3 straight games to win this finals, but great swing from Alex K, who only Alex Gakil, who only needs to win 1 game, but he's still down here 3-2 here in the second. Another good swing.
That's
just right to the right fielder. That's going to end our inning, and big opportunity for Alex K. The scoreless inning. Now you're the away team coming up here. Opportunity to put up a crooked number and build a separation, and like we saw last game, make Alex Gakil play catch up to you.
Yep, you couldn't say that any perfectly. This is a spot to do it. And this Marte here for K has been great. Already 1 for 1 in this game. I believe last game he had multiple extra base hits, including a 2-run shot. Let's see what he does here. And that's going to foul up there for keeping alive with 1-2. Had the distance. And look at that placement.
Yeah, I gotta say, this Ketel Marte is a terrifying at bat versus a lefty. Max contact and power, 100 vision, such a difficult guy to pitch to. And I'm definitely keeping an eye out on that inside cutter and that four seam. He's gone to that four seam and clutch pitches. I'm not sure how much he'll be able to get away with it before Alex K makes the adjustment on it. But a good pitch going down the way, sinker there. Now 3-2 pitch. Back to the sinker, and beautiful swings to just fight off these pitches. That's all you can really do with those.
Yeah.
Another 3-2, down and in sinker, and a beautiful cut out of Ketel Marte. Great at bat out of Alex K there to fight off those down and away pitches. It's almost better to foul off those down and away pitches and try to hit hard grounders to him, get a better pitch to hit, and he gets it there. There's a down away slider. Babe Ruth is going to send it up the middle. Now you got 2 runners on, nobody out, and Alex K is definitely feeling a little bit more right now, that's for sure.
Yes, and they are more squared up as we see here. He pushes out the middle. This might be it for Outlier here as we have first and third in the top of third. And we're going to see the first time Robert Suarez, the 99 card, coming out here.
Yeah,
and
he's got that 4-seam sinker cutter. Pretty fast change up there, too. Oh, just a little bit early on that inside. Just missed that one.
Just missed that one.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But I like the change of pitcher, going to a more velocity-focused pitcher here. Keeping that 4-seam fat in the mix, which he's had a tougher time reading when he's had the sinker in play, too. But great takes from Alex K to make this a 3-2 count. And great patience. We saw this last game with Alex Cakill. He worked counts, saw a lot of pitches, and now Alex K is doing it. Great at bat out of him. And he's just being very patient and selective as Cakill is trying to dot the black away. But that's going to be a grounder. He's going to get the out at home and the out at first. Beautiful play by Posada at first.
Made the decision.
Keep the run from scoring.
Made the decision right away. He knew he was going home with that ball and able to get turn 2 there. That's beautiful. But it doesn't matter. Carlos Santana says, here's my perfect. And that's a 3-run shot dead center. And K takes the 4-run lead as Carlos Santana has another big 3-run home run for Alex K in this series.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to see. A frustrating swing to get that double play in the previous at bat very early on a down and away sinker. But next at bat picks it right back up. Hits a perfect with Carlos Santana, and you capitalize no matter what.
It was just one pitch. That's all it took. It's just great hitting.
That's what makes these players so good. I mean, they're so good at hitting. They will have very early or very late swings once in a blue moon, but they could make that adjustment literally next pitch to perfect timing. It's just unreal.
I couldn't do that, Skin. There's no way.
It takes me like 6 innings of seeing the same pitch to be like, you know what? Maybe I gotta swing a little bit later on this.
Yeah.
These dudes make that adjustment literally in 1 pitch. Unreal. And that's huge too. You got another batter out of Robert Suarez. Now you bring in Aaron Bummer, and he's already through his 3rd pitcher here in the 3rd inning. And Larry Walker is gonna send that ball out of here. I think he was expecting sinker there for sure, but it's still squared up off the bat, sends it over that right field wall, and Alex K is looking relentless right now.
And he got the 0. He got the 0 what he wanted in the last half inning in the bottom second. And we said he just, now this is the time to tack on, and he was able to put on 4 more runs here so far in the top of the 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Alex Cakill attacking the strike zone, throwing a lot of 4-seams in the strike zone, and Alex K being a little bit off on it. But this inning, he's being aggressive at the plate and capitalizing on those early at-bat strikes, and very quickly is up 5 runs here in the 3rd. And now that puts some pressure on Alex Cakill to at least put up a couple runs just to keep up with Alex K here.
You are the home team, so you don't need them all back right now, but you just need to start chipping away here or there, because it looks like Alex K is kind of locked into this game, so you know you want to start something here. That's going to push it off the glove of Jimmy Rollins, and Babe Ruth is going to get there safely at first to start out the bottom of the 3rd.
Yep, and we talked about it earlier, a weak little line drive up the middle, but he does manage to get on base with it, and that runner is something you got to take advantage of. Try to find any way to at least get that 1 run home. You've been given an opportunity, but it's a little tougher now being behind 0-2.
See, he comes back here.
Ooh, backdoor cutter. Perfect. But right to Jimmy Rollins, and very quickly that is a double play. I mean, great pitch, great swing, just right to the shortstop. And down and in sinker, and now just a little bit late on it. That's going to end our inning. Still a 7-2 ball game in Alex K's favor, and another scoreless inning. And this is an opportunity to build more separation, get closer to Mercy Rule territory.
And we saw it started with Nico Goodrum, and it starts once again. He pushes the lineup over with a leadoff single. Now we'll have top of the lineup here for Alex K.
Yep, and that's huge. Get that runner on top of the order. Again, one of those ground balls that doesn't always go your way. You get that base runner on now, and now you have an opportunity. You're burning through Gakil's bullpen. You're seeing a lot of pitchers. You've already put up some good swings against Aaron Bummer, and now you got top of the order coming up. So this inning is probably a very pivotal inning for Alex K.
I mean, for both. You want to stop the damage here for Gakil as well. And he's going to make that for a 2-2 count here. But this is, I mean, you don't want him to get more runs and push more here, put more pressure on you when you're hitting.
Yep. And this is honestly what Alex K has done at his best in this tournament. Is each swing on a down the way sinker, poked over to first, and that's gonna score a run. Now an 8-2 ball game for Alex K.
Hit and run scenario there. He sent the runner. He was able to get the pitch he wanted and push the ball to the corner in at right field, and he get the first to home there with Nico Gurum's 88 speed.
Ball, that's out.
Yeah, and Alex K at his best, what he's done is almost ambushed his opponent, being able to score a lot of early game runs, getting ahead, and putting all that pressure on his opponent. And you know, Alex Gakil has been unreal offensively. The dynamic of this game changes with him with it now down 8-2, and Alex K just still swinging relentlessly. That's going to be a fly out the center, but that's going to get the runner over to third. And it would be still huge to just keep on tacking on, even with only a 6-run lead. That is definitely within range for Alex Gakil.
Yep, he's still a big run out there at third. Oh, and there's 2 more runs as Babe hits a perfect shot. And hey, Alex K is just taking what he's getting, and he's hitting it out of the park there with that purple from Babe Ruth. It just, he got this
real swing. He's done such a good job of adjusting on those down and in fastballs and sinkers. He's getting all over those pitches very regularly here. And now it becomes interesting if you're Alex Gakil. You're up 2-0 in the series. Momentum was all in your way before this game. And now you got to decide, like, are you going to really put a lot of pressure into this game? Or are you just going to send out a couple pitchers that, you know, he's already seen a bit and just almost like move on to the next game? I mean, we're in the 4th. He's already down 8. I mean, the next inning will probably decide that. If he can score a bit next inning, he'll probably want to focus on staying in his game. But if he has another slow inning, as that's driven by Eduardo Escobar, and Alex K just can't stop scoring right now. 11-2 now. And yeah, that just makes it so much tougher for Alex Gakil. Now down 9 in just the 4th inning. And another pitcher is in.
And the 3rd home run for Escobar for the series for Alex K. I mean, in this game, one from the left, one from the right, Escobar has been making a statement.
Yeah, it's unreal. He's just been relentless offensively this game, and this is what he's done when he's performing at his best. He's putting up great swings consistently. He just floods you with runs, and at least for Alex Gakil, he's so deep in his bullpen already in just the 4th inning. Whether or not Gakil even comes back, that's a huge advantage for K, since he's already tapped that bullpen so early here. And that's driven to deep right field. A slider catches the plate, and Alex K punishes him again. 12-2 now in the 4th.
It just one hit after another. That's again? A good swing. That might get out, or we might see a play at the wall. We do, and that's a grab and catch from Marte, and to keep it a 10-run game. And now Gakil has a big inning ahead of us. I mean, he needs at least 1 to keep this game alive.
Ball 1.
I know it might be easy to look at that, and it feels like the whole Chris Paul hits a 3 to make it a 60-point game, whatever the meme is that everyone puts out there. But that's a huge way to end the inning, to at least keep him at a 10-run game. But then right as his inning starts, hard ground out, diving play right to third. And I mean, this is tough if you're Gakil. I mean, you looked great in game 1. You have a 2-0 lead, but you just haven't gotten it going this game. You've hit a lot of hard hit outs. That's driven to right field. That's going to be a home run for Ketel Marte. And Gakil will stay alive and not get the mercy rule this inning.
That's all you needed right there. Just keep this game going. And maybe that swing does it. Remember, it takes that one swing, and then we'll see what Gakil could do later in this inning.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fly out to right. I mean, he at least stays alive, but you definitely want to put up a big number this inning because Alex K's looked phenomenal at the plate. And I just want to see if Gakil makes adjustments on the mound. He's been attacking the zone aggressively. A lot of the home runs have come in the early count out of Alex K. And I want to see if he takes advantage of that aggression now and just starts throwing a little bit outside the zone. It is totally like commentator tinfoil hat because he might do that, but Alex K will probably just spit on all those pitches.
And now here's his Escobar gets a perfect single to keep this thing alive.
Great swings. I mean, Gakil's still putting up good swings. I know he has 3 runs, but he's had some hard hit outs right to fielders. Some unfortunate luck on that front, but you keep putting up good swings, things will start to go your way, and he is more than capable of having a big inning, just like what we saw out of Alex K. But he's still down 9, and it makes it very difficult with how well Alex K is hitting right now.
Yep.
There you go.
Ooh. Close call by the umpire there. That had to have been a 50-50 call. Goes right back to the high 4-seam. I
would have done the same thing.
3-2.
I probably would have been a psycho and gone like up and away sinker off that pitch. Tried to like freeze him on the corner. But with someone like Gakil, he probably hits that 500 feet. And there's another diving play at third.
Escobar doing it all.
Man, Escobar is going to work this game. It's funny, too, because if you look at both teams, Gakil actually has Profar at third in comparison
yes, and
to
he has Escobar at second.
Escobar's making all of the plays at third for Alex K this inning. Now, here we go. I want to see the adjustment amount. First pitch, low sinker out of the zone. Now to see if Alex K keeps on swinging aggressively like he has been. Good cut on a slider. It's bobbled at second, but that's one thing about Posada. He's a little bit slow out of the box, and that'll be a ground out.
And here's a good key for K here. 9-spot Nico Goodrum, 2 for 2 already. Able to turn that lineup over. Started, I mean, that's pretty much where the hitting started when Nico Goodrum was able to hit the fastball off outlighter to get the scoring going for him. And then in the other inning, right, I mean, it's an on-base machine. There he goes again.
Yeah, that's so huge to just, especially against relievers as they're getting that pitch count up, to just get a 9-hole batter on, top of the order who has done damage here. You also get some speed out of Nico Goodrum, too. You get 88 speed over there. So he is given a great opportunity for those first 3 hitters, Jimmy Rollins, Ketel Marte, and Babe Ruth, to do some damage here.
And we saw a hit and run last time with the situation that with Nico at first. This time he's going to push to the left. The runner wasn't moving, but Nico's easily going to get the third. I'm not sure if he's going to send him here. And we have second and third here in the top of the fifth with Babe Ruth looming. No, Marte looming. Sorry.
Yeah, this is a tough situation, too. You got Babe Ruth on deck, too. You brought in Devin Williams. That's going to be an aggressive swing out of Alex K. It's going to stay in the park, but should be deep enough to score him. Play at the plate. He is in there, and that's why he doesn't send him with one out there. Just keeps the runner at third. Knows he just needs at least a deep fly ball to hit him in. And now he's just going to walk Babe Ruth and bring up Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, Babe hit that 2-run shot perfect with the sinker inside last time he was up. But Adley says, let me get perfect of my own, and hits that 97 fastball deep to right field with a 3-run shot to give the 16-3 lead. And, man, I don't know, Scan. This is it's going to be tough.
That ball was sent into orbit. And then we talked about the adjustments on the 4-seam. Four-seam that time, and he sent that pitch. Alex K is looking fantastic. I mean, there was that changeup swing earlier in the inning with Jimmy Rollins that was unreal with that PCI placement. As Gakil is going to start off this inning with a deep fly ball. And yeah, you know, this is probably just one of those games for Gakil where he just can't get it going. Some solid swings, but just has not been able to get the lineup cooking like he had before. And, you know, 16-3, he could score at 4, stay in this game.
That's a ball.
But he might just mentally chalk this game and just prepare for game number 4 here. And I wouldn't really blame him. That's something you see a bit in these games. When someone's really behind and swings don't really go their way, to sometimes just move on to the next game. And he could definitely get away with that with a 2-0 series lead here.
Yeah, he still has 2 games to play with, and plus he still has home field advantage. If it goes to a final game 5, he'll be the home team there.
Oh, beautiful up and in sinker to freeze him. And you can just tell when these players are like hesitant in those pitches on the corners that they're just not feeling the most comfortable. It's something that very unordinary for Gakil to strike out on an up and in sinker like that. And that is going to conclude game number 3. Fly ball to center field as Alex K with a phenomenal bounce back game in game number 4 after losing to Gakil in game number 2. He puts on an offensive show and didn't even give Gakil a chance really to keep up with them.
Pretty much what we said in game 1, Alex K, his PCI was just a hair off, right? It was a very hair off, and we knew the good swings were there. And this game, he showed that. He made the adjustments. You pointed out it all started with the Nico Goodwin with getting the fastball home run there to start off the scoring. And then once he was able to put the 0 on the board in, I believe it was the bottom of the 2nd, and it was a 3-2 game. He got 4 more after that to make it a 7-2 game. And then eventually he just kept on hitting, and there was, it's hard to stop that. It's hard to stop when you have the momentum going, as you go watch the highlights here. But still, Alex K, good response game there, and we are going to be heading into game 4 with a 2-1 series now.
Yeah, and you look at the highlights. I mean, this game was close for the first few innings. Gakil had opportunities, almost got out of trouble there in the 3rd, but Alex K did a great job of taking advantage and just kept going offensively. That's exactly how you want to bounce back, put up a great offensive showing. And with these games, both players are great hitters, but all it takes is for one hitter to just click 1, 2, 3 innings. And even though Gakil put up a great offensive game 1, Alex K was able to run away with the mercy rule this next game.
Yep, and so far both away teams have won today's game. It's like you said, it's sometimes with MLB The Show, if you're in your top playing in these top competitive games, sometimes having been the away team to put the pressure right from the start works in your favor, and it kind of showed there for Alex K.
Absolutely, and that's big for Alex K. Like we talked about, he had the scheduling conflict later, so he had to forfeit game 1. He loses game 2, and he has to reverse sweep, win all 3 games to win this whole thing. So that's exactly how you want to start it off. Put on an offensive show that you can still fight in this series. And now, I mean, anything can happen. He just needs to go 2-0 at this point. That is within reason, even with a good player like Alex Gakil. We got an exciting game number 4 in store here soon, but we're going to take a couple-minute break in between games, and we'll be back with game number 4 of this series in store.
Hey, welcome to Drive to Diamond Express, the ultimate guide to MLB The Show greatness. It's May, and we're rolling down the highway to the Big Apple, where Derek Jeter's storylines continues and our friend CC is hopping on the bus. And don't forget to fuel up with some premium octane Team Affinity rewards. And keep an eye out for our exits, weekly free packs, instant action moments, and season awards. Okay, where's the best pizza in town?
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments
The final 1v1 of the game here.
and celebrate the pros and the rising stars,
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
bringing you guides and deep dives
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
and tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he go? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match
Back, let's go.
or watching along at the edge of your seat,
A duo taking down a trio.
let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it.
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
everyone. Welcome back to the MLB The Show 24 Bullpen Bash. We have witnessed some unreal MLB The Show esports today between two great players. Alex Kakil is up 2-1 on Alex K in our championship finals here. But we just witnessed an unreal offensive showing from Alex K to win his first game of the series.
Yeah, he definitely got the momentum going in his favor going to game 4, especially at that hitting performance. I mean, 16 runs, 60-3, get the mercy there, quick win. I'm sure he just wants to get back to hitting right now. That's all he's thinking about. He wants to get back to hitting. He's locked in there. But yeah, this is a pitiful game 4. If Alex K gets here, we get game all win all in game 5 in the best 5 here.
Yeah, absolutely. And Alex K was unreal offensively. All the momentum was on his side that game. To the point where it was close in the beginning, but once he found it, he just kept scoring. He just had 2 straight innings where he was just relentless, and Alex Kakil could never catch up. But at this point in MLB The Show 24, we are also nearing Season 2 of Diamond Dynasty. And there are a few things that you got to keep an eye out on heading into season 2.
Now, if you're waiting for season 2, make sure to check out these highlights that we have here where you could progress faster in season 2 XP reward path and earn season 2 XP bosses earlier. Complete head start goals now to unlock your first wildcard slot from the season 2 XP reward path on day 1. Build season 2 squads in ranked and battle royale. Use any cards in ranked, co-op, and some mini seasons and conquest maps. Earn wildcard spots along the season 2 XP reward path. You can go read the dead block on theshow.com and get ready for the big day on Friday as season 2 comes out.
Absolutely. And let me ask you this, Scuffy. I want to hear your thoughts. Who do you think are going to be some of the favorite wild cards for people as we're watching these games here?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say goodbye to Babe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard for that. But there's going to be, I mean, especially with the amount of switch hitters we have, that Adley right there.
Yeah.
I feel like has been very effective for a lot of these players here, and especially at the catcher's position. I feel like having him there would be great. So on both sides of the field, I don't know. It's getting, who is there anyone you're eyeing? Maybe Jimmy or someone else?
Yeah, I'm biased, and I'll be wildcarding 99 Aaron Judge first. I am just biased Yankee fan. That's my choice. But Larry Walker is an unreal card. Like, we're seeing him do some work today, and I think Adley more than fine option. Unreal, get a good catcher locked in. We've seen a lot of switch hitters. You might even see Carlos Santana eventually wildcarded if there are more switch hitter cards that come out. Which, these switch hitting teams have been unreal today, but. We're going to be going into game number 4 here in just a moment between Alex K and Alex Gakil. We've witnessed some unreal offense out of both sides today, but right now, momentum is definitely on Alex K's side. Offensively, he put up 2 great innings to end that last game. Gakil just was not comfortable in the same way, but all Alex Gakil does need to do is win 1 of these next 2 games, so he still has that series advantage right now.
Yeah, he's going to be looking, especially in the top of first, to get some runs across the board. He did that in game 1. Let's see if he could do it in game 2 as well. I mean, each game, I think, in the first game 1 and 2 of today that we was seeing, Gakil was able to get runs across the board. So he wants to do the same here as we head into game 4.
Yeah, I think it's huge to see who sets the offensive precedent here. Big thing here in this series is that Alex K is the number 1 seed of this bracket. Yes. So he gets more of the home games in this series. And we talked about the home field away team dynamic. Gakil will be the away team, I believe, this game. Actually, no, I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, Gakil is going to be the away team, and he has game 5 being at home. So he does have home field advantage if it gets to game 5. But he is going to be leading off here. So
so that's huge because Gakil could set the precedent offensively, score a lot of runs in those first innings, and put that pressure on Alex K again to play catch up like we saw in our second game of the series here.
And here we go, game 4 between Alex Gakil versus Alex K here in the Bullpen Bash.
And as you see, we got Al Leiter on the bump for Alex K this time around.
0-1's the count.
Still getting the job done as a slightly lower overall card. That sinker cutter mix does some work, and he's very quickly ahead 0-2 to Gakil here.
Well, he's able to be successful with Andy Pettit being the left-hander on the mound, so might as well just go back to with another lefty here.
That's ball 2.
Absolutely, and Leiter's tough. I mean, him and Pettit are definitely similar, but Leiter has the harder hitting stuff in terms of velocity. It feels like it's tough to read those arm side pitches out of him, and you see he is just funneling every pitch down into Jimmy Rollins here, and a beautiful at bat out of Alex K on the mound to start off this game.
Yeah, everything was just in cutters, sinkers, you name them, you got thrown from Al Leiter there.
And that's a tough thing to do. You're playing good players and you know who hit. It's tough to be like, guys, got to keep on challenging this dude inside and make him hit it. But he did that there, and it works out. And now you got one out. You got a lefty at bat here. And we talked about it before, how lefty is at least good to give a change of look, get him uncomfortable since you have a lot of switch hitters and a lot of favorable matchups. But it might be in Alex Gakil's favor to just get a lefty look and just make him pitch differently. And there's a down and sinker that he is definitely looking for. He just misses.
Yeah, it just a little bit later on that pitch, that would have been an easy 450 bomb, but that's going to be rolled over to Jimmy as Jimmy throws that over to get out number 2.
Yeah, it feels like Alex K is just perfectly locating these pitches right now, just getting Gakil a little bit off on these swings to start off this game, which kind of started last game where Gakil slowed down a little bit, felt a little bit off. That's another swing. Good timing, but just a little bit late on it. It's going to be a fly out to end the inning. It is exactly what you want if you're Alex K. You've been crushing the ball, and that's going to end our inning 1-2-3.
So we're pretty much flipping the starting pitcher matchup, and that's a perfect way to start off this inning. Jimmy Rollins goes opposite field and brings a 1-0 lead for Alex K early in game number 4.
Man, it just feels like something last game changed where momentum went Alex K's way, where he just found his swings. He wasn't missing the same pitches he was before, and he has just been relentless. That was that the first pitch of the game that he just sits away four seam and hits a perfect on, and then again away four seam here he hits to the gap. We talked about it earlier with the four seam fastball. He was just off those last game, but this game he's seemingly found 2 great swings against that pitch away.
And already with Babe here, able to push him over there. Escobar is going to get that for out number 1, but another crucial run at third here in the bottom of first.
Yeah, and it's huge. Get him over to third. 1 out here. Again, all you need is a fly ball or some ground balls to get him in. You have 73 speed to work with, but you definitely want to be smart. Make sure you're not getting too greedy and hit a weak chopper to the corner infield. That's the last thing you want to do here. Or, of course, striking out wouldn't help. So you got to play some smart baseball here, even though you are hitting well and you're swinging aggressively. Make sure you swing at the right pitch here.
Now we have Adley Rutschman. Both, I mean, I believe both of them have been in the cleanout spot here today. As he's going to miss there, he's going to be a full count here. And we have Escobar, who has been fantastic for Alex K on the deck here. But here's the full count. And that's going to be pushed right to Jimmy, but that'll get the run scored as we have a fielder's choice RBI as Adley able to get the second run across the plate.
Yeah, and you'll take that if you're a Gakil. You get a weak swing, get him a little bit uncomfortable, and there's a fly out to right field, right to Babe Ruth. And after a couple great swings to start off that inning, Alex Cage a little bit off on a couple sinkers, and he gets out of it, only giving up 2, and that's huge for Gakil to keep it at 2, because like we saw last game, Alex K was on fire offensively, and he was putting up big innings right away.
It's very similar eerie from game 2 because game 2, Gakil was the home team. He was able to get 2 runs right from the bottom of first, but then K got the 3, and that was pretty much it. But we'll see how Gakil can respond here. Here's Mookie here against the lefty. That's going to get pushed through there for a 1-out single.
Yeah, great aggressive swing there. He has been swinging aggressively here, trying not to be too patient, but at the very least, that does get through the infield, and that just might be the type of runner he needs to get going.
Now here's Marte with the 125. It's just when you see a lefty on the hill and you have Marte at the plate scan, you're trying to lock in as always swings 3-0 there. I mean, that's when you get the 3-0 swing when you had the 125. However, he wasn't able to get any of that, and that's going to just be a pop fly to center field.
Yeah, I think he was expecting down in sinker, but was still just a little bit late on it. A little bit off in the PCI,
just off the PCI. The good swing, just the PCI, just
yeah. I mean, Alex K is almost lucky to end up as middle in the zone as it did, because that ended up right in the corner. He probably gets a PCI there. And like that's one of those swings that like they're good players and you know they're swinging at pitches they're ready for. But also sometimes that aggression hurts you when you just miss it. You're ahead of the count 3-0. Maybe could have worked a longer at bat, seen some pitches, put some pressure on Alex K on the mound, but now he's down to 2 outs here. But that's driven to right field. Great swing on a down and away sinker. That'll get off the wall, but will only be a single for Profar. Now you get runners on the corner in the bottom part of the order, and Eduardo Escobar is going to have to come up here for Alex Gakil.
Great swing by Profar there. I mean, it was just hit too hard. It was another one of those with Ship It hit too hard to the right field where you can't get extend to the extra bases. No need when there's 2 outs. You want to get the 3rd out there.
Absolutely. I mean, these players are so confident in their swings. They always run very safely. That's going to be a 4-seam fastball that Alex Kill just misses with Eduardo Escobar, and another jam that Alex K gets out of. I mean, yeah, he does get out of the jam. I didn't get it mixed up there. And now Alex K has a chance again to build up some separation here in the 2nd.
And that's what we saw in last game. Let's see if he could do it again. That last pitch, I mean, that was right there. That was definitely a mixed pitch. It just, Kikil wasn't able to get that fastball.
Yeah, it almost feels like a lot how we started off with Alex K just being a little bit off in the swings. He's gotten runners on, had some situations where he could have scored, but just missed those opportunities and swings that he barely missed. And it felt like it's gone in the other way now. But that's a great inside cutter to get Carlos Santana on the check swing and a big first out to get.
He's settling down a little bit with Pettit here. We saw that after getting the first 2 outs, he was able to get the pitches that he wants and produce outs, and that's 4 straight outs there from Pettit.
Absolutely. One thing that you're seeing with Andy Pettit that you also saw with Al Leiter, you're seeing sinker cutters, but you're also seeing that 4-seam mixed in a lot. Try to get these players underneath the ball. But I think the thing that Pettit has is he has that slower changeup. You could throw that just below the zone off the sinker, get these players a little bit off that speed. And I think if he could establish himself with Pettit, he could be in a good spot. But that's just a phenomenal swing on a down and away cutter by Larry Walker. Perfect. That is as perfect of a swing as you could have on that pitch. And Alex K is still going offensively.
Came back, he doubled down with 2 cutters there. That time he took the first one, but the second time he was timing it out perfectly, as we saw with the perfect home run, and able to get the solo shot from Larry Walker.
Yeah, and again, Alex K is establishing the offense this game. Ahead 3-0 here, but still 3 runs is within reach. It's been a game of a lot of smaller hits, solo home runs. We haven't seen those big innings yet here, just through 2, at least so far. Don't want to commentate or jinx that. There it is. Perfect by Nico Goodrum. Another solo homer for Alex K. And now he's up 4-0, and he's just he's just relentlessly tallying run after run. He hasn't been able to be stopped ever since like halfway through last game.
Yeah, he's locked in. Let's just say that he is locked in right now. And Nico Goodrum putting up a show for the past 2 games as well for him.
Yeah, and that's so huge. I mean, one of the players that doesn't even need to be a 99 overall. That's driven to deep right field. But the play will be made by Ketel Marte. It's going to end our inning. But again, Alex just keeps going. He keeps on putting up runs. And he is just setting the pace for this game, and each inning just builds up a little bit more pressure for Gakil to just find the swings and start getting going.
It's basically what we talked about at the top of our broadcast, how they're going to win these games, and being that relentless, be able to just keep on pushing runs across, get 1, 2 here. Doesn't have to be the big inning, but be able to keep that pressure on. And so far in all these games, the winner has been doing that.
Absolutely. And then what the winner's been doing well is that's a ground ball to short. Another swing that Gakil just misses the PCI. Now it'll be a quick 1 out. The winner has been taking a lead, but attacking the zone very aggressively too. Not throwing much outside the zone. They're forcing them to hit some tough pitches in the zone. And we saw that with Gakil on the mound at first, but now Alex K has done it. He's established the offense, and what a play at third by Eduardo Escobar. And very quickly, yet again, 2 outs here in the 3rd.
Yeah, just quick work here from Al Leiter, from Alex K. Now we got the lefty matchup with Babe on the dish here. That's going to be just missed there with the slider away.
Yeah, this is where I think that change of look might help Alex here. He's been seeing a lot of righty-lefty at bats, getting up and away sinkers or just away sinkers and then inside cutters. Now gets a little bit of a change of pace. Can sit back on those lefty away cutters now. That's a great take. Fights off a 3-1 pitch, just a little bit off, and that down and away sinker. Now 3-2 pitch. Down and away slider, catches the plate, but again, Alex Gill just underneath it, just behind on it, and he goes down scoreless yet again here in the third.
Now we'll see what I mean, if Alex K continues doing what he does. He had 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. If he continues doing this, it's going to be hard to come back in this game.
Absolutely. He's just been relentless. He's been scoring bit by bit every inning. It almost feels like Alex Gill needs a shutout inning. That's driven to deep left field by Ketel Marte, and that will find a gap. Great swing from Alex K to start off this inning. Lead off double. And it's just what he's been doing. He just hasn't stopped.
No, there's just been no way to contain him right now. I know we sound like a broken record already, but just how it is. Curious how much longer you stick with Pettit here. And that's going to be driven. Does that have enough to get down? It does. That's going to roll to the wall. Marte gets that home. Babe is going to stay at second. That's going to be an RBI double here with Babe Ruth. And we have a 5-0 lead here already in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, and that's one of your tells right there about how much is going Alex K's way. Even if he's a bit behind, he just has that momentum. He's finding the gaps. And again, these will happen. Those swings will happen occasionally. Well, even with a lead like this, you got to take advantage. He's going to send him to third again. Play at third. He's safe. Aggressive running. Up 5 still. But good to get that runner over to third. And now all he needs is a deep fly ball to score him. Oh, gets a little aggressive though. Swings at a fastball at his head. And that's where the aggression hurts you right there.
Yeah, he was just trying to find a way to get Babe in. Now we have Santana. Santana in the past 2 games have 2 big 3-run home runs here for Alex K. Now looks like K's taking a little breather here.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed too. What's crazy here is Andy Pettit's given up 5 runs here. He's got 37 pitches, so he's not even throwing too many pitches, but he's throwing a lot of strikes. Yeah. I think that's only his 9th ball. And for someone like Alex K, who's been swinging very aggressively, I love that adjustment. He just took 2 close pitches, seeing a lot of pitches at bat, and scolds a line drive right to left. Just beautiful hitting there to just get ahead in the count, get the pitch that he was looking for, get it through the infield. And yeah, this is tough. I mean, at least Andy Pettit's low on the pitch count, but Alex K has had a great read on him all game here.
Yeah, and Santana has been one of his clutch hitters, especially with 2 outs in the inning. Another 2-out RBI hit for Carlos Santana.
He goes 3 straight down and in sinkers, lefty here. Make it 4 in a row. And says, you know what? Hit that down and in sinker.
Here's what I got. I'm going to give it to you. Yep, he did swing at it.
Gets him out of the inning. I mean, he's been challenging him all game, and, you know, Alex K's done a good job of capitalizing on the pitches that have been hittable. But Gakil's still sticking to his approach on the mound, just attacking him in the zone, near the zone, making him swing at pitches, and there it works out to get out of the inning. But very quickly, it's 6-0. And if you're going to kill, it feels like you got to do something offensively. You got to show some life, get 1 or 2 on the board at the very least here.
And you got 3, 4, 5 right here up. So this is what you want. And there it goes.
There it is. Perfect from Jorge Posada. And you never know. All it takes is a swing like that to potentially open up the floodgates. He started off this inning by pausing and taking a breather. And then instantly perfect tank. And he goes down and away sinker again. This one he just misses with Adley Rutschman.
That was fantastic place in the PCI. Just a little bit late on that pitch. But, yeah, like you said, it takes that one swing. And this is part of the lineup that, I mean, with 3, 4, 5, the heart of the lineup, this is where you want to do it, too, as he swings through that cutter down the low, slider down the low.
Wow. Yeah, that was a very uncharacteristic Alex swing there. He probably was trying to check swing at that one, but that pitch fooled him enough to get a swing and miss on it. But that'll also sneak through the infield. Mookie Betts, despite Alex's inconsistency, he has been putting up great swings with Mookie Betts every single at bat. And now he's got a 1-out runner here. And that ball is absolutely crushed by Ketel Marte to deep left center field. And here we go. Alex Cakill might have found that momentum that he needed.
Cuts the lead in half. Now we have Profar, Escobar, and Santana, right? Is that it from Al Leiter here? But yeah, Cakill, it feels like he found that sweet spot once again. And this is where it could get very interesting very quick. And that's going to get through. And that's going to be a 1-out single for Profar. Like you said, it takes that one swing. That one swing clicks and be like, okay. And maybe it's a release point that you're now seeing better from the pitcher. The pitching pattern that you're seeing, just timing, everything just starts to, lock in at that very moment.
An interesting adjustment I noticed that last at bat is he started shading that PCI a little bit low. And that's another great swing on a low pitch, this time by Eduardo Escobar. And he has punished all of these fastballs, sinkers, sliders, low in the zone. He might have made a mental adjustment in how Alex K has been attacking him. He's made the adjustment. In this inning, he's looked completely different. That's driven up the middle over to second baseman. Late jump out of the runner on second, though. He's going to send him home, though. We have a play at the plate, and he's in there. Oh, that late jump almost cost him, but he does get the run nonetheless. Now it's 6-4, and you got to be careful here if you're Alex K. One swing and you could be behind here really quickly. And
the top of the lineup, Jimmy Rollins, that's the perfect person to do it. He's already almost around his lineup. He started with a 3-hitter. Now we're going to see Hobie Miller come in here for a second time in this series for Alex K.
And that is driven to deep right field by Jimmy Rollins. Perfect home run. And Alex Cakill puts up a 7-run inning. And he's in the lead.
Wow. I'm speechless over here, Scott. I don't even know what to say. Just a 7-run inning just like that. That's all it takes. Just that.
This is what's tough about being the home team. And I feel like this is a big decision here. Al Leiter stayed in the game after some great swings out of Cakill. And being the home team, it's tough to tell, hey, do I just keep going with the starter? Was working. His dad is also destroyed by Babe Ruth. Perfect. That swing is unreal. To hit that to left, to get the PCI in the swing like that, that swing is stupid.
And that whole
the switch.
And having Hobie Miller throwing it with the little funky delivery and able to time that out, beautiful swing. Alex Cakill's PCI placement has been second to none when he's on. And now we have the leadoff batter from this inning, Jorge Posada, who took a first pitch home run, perfect to right field to start out this 8-run half inning so far.
Absolutely unreal. This is why Alex has made it this far. He has just been relentless offensively. He's lost a little bit of confidence at points, but he finds it, and he just can't get him out. That's another good swing that is going to be a ground out, but still good PCI, good swing, just not much you could do with that away sinker there, and it's like he's on everything right now.
Inside.
This is where, like, we have to see if Alex K can hold the hitting that he's been doing all this game, be able to respond, especially as it gets closer, that it is right now with 8-6, as Adley keeps it alive with a perfect up the middle.
Yeah, Bobby Milner came into this game and gave up a lot of good swings. And like, as tough as the home team, it's tough to tell if you keep an Al Leiter. You know, you're kind of setting the standard for the bullpen game here. And he gets rocked. To keeping in Leiter a little bit longer, then goes to Hobie Milner. And Milner just gets smashed too with all the momentum going Alex Cakill's way, and that just became very tough. And that's that home field almost disadvantage that happens sometimes. And now Andy Pettit is still in this game with only 44 pitches.
We'll see how long he gives him. I don't think he gives him that much longer. Really depends how this inning starts out.
Yeah, I think you're just judging the quality of the swings. I mean, aggressive swings out of Alex Gay here. He's swung at some pitches just outside of zone.
That's a ball.
But if you could tell if he's reading him well, if he's putting up great swings on those pitches, if he's taking the close ones.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, that's probably what you're judging by. Whether or not he scores a run, whether or not
3-2.
he actually does anything against Pettit. If he's putting up good swings against him, then that's when you take him out. 3-2 pitch. And again, just a little bit off in that down and in sinker. Might have been expecting that four seam. We talked about him adjusting to the four seam last game. Now he might need to make that adjustment to that sinker if he's leaning towards that. Oh, but that's driven to left field. That'll get all the way to the wall. Nico Goodrum is running the second, 88 speed. He should be in there, and Nico Goodrum has been huge for Alex K. The turnover to the order, get the top of the order up, and now is where it might get tough to keep an Andy Pettit.
That was the 5th straight hit from Nico Goodrum from last game into this game for Alex K there. He's just been unreal for him. And now we have Jimmy Rollins with a 2-0 count here. Takes that fastball. Now do we go with
getting that out of your 9-hitter is unreal. Just have Jimmy Rollins in the top of the order coming up basically every time with the runner on is so valuable.
With that speed as well, with the 88 speed.
Oh, down and in sinker, right on the black, and very early swing and miss out of Alex K there. And then aggressive swing, next pitch, hard ground out right to third on an inside four seam.
And now this is where Gakil was able to get a 0 from Alex K, and being the way team. I mean, we see this past 2 games. This is where we see the way team able to put a little bit more pressure by getting more runs after putting up a 0 in the other half of the inning.
Ball in.
Absolutely. And it's so funny how this feels. It feels like one team, one inning, they'll just have so many great swings and put up some a big inning, and then right after the other team will just be a little bit off, have some hard hit outs, and then it feels like there's so much momentum going on here. Gakil keeps it going. Leadoff double out of Ketel Marte, a great swing on a backdoor cutter there, and I mean, he's looking primed to keep going here.
Everything was just down in that bat right there to Marte, and then he finally got a pitch that he could make a hold of and push it to the left center gap to get the leadoff double.
Absolutely. He's just put up great swings. He's getting a lot of pitches low in these at-bats. That's a little chopper to third. It will get an out. But again, a swing that good timing. Gakil is pretty much on. And he's just been, like, honestly, the thing that's so impressive is that's dribbled up the middle. 72 speed will be to play at the plate. And he is in there, 9-6 now. And it's just unreal how Gakil, since he's found this, he's just been so consistently putting up good swings in these at-bats.
Yeah, and it's, again, he finds a way. When he's on like this, he finds a way to get runs across. We saw that with the first game that we watched today. Here we get, again, a fortune that gets through Posada as he's playing the secondary position there. And we have first and second here, still with one out, and top of the lineup here for Gakil.
Yeah, that's a hard ground ball, but Posada holding on the runner on first. Now a hanging circle change, and Jimmy Rollins makes him pay. Alex Gakil is destroying the baseball. 12-6 now, just like that.
That's just, hey, Jimmy Rollins was all over that circle change. He knew that pitch was coming. And these have been aggressive swings from Alex Gakil. It feels like he's seen the ball well, getting some swings in the beginning of the bat. There again, he tries to swing there. Another good swing, just a little bit early on that.
Yeah, and that's the game of momentum on here. Once you start finding swings, you swing aggressively. The timing just feels natural, and you're seeing great swings out of Gakil in nearly every at-bat. And that makes it 12 unanswered runs, all in Gakil's favor. This went from 6-0 in the third inning to 12-6 in just the fifth. So now is the time, if you're Alex K, with your series on the line, where you need to respond. You need to keep up with Gakil because he's found it. So we need to see that shift happen in his favor if he wants to stay alive here.
And once again, Pettit's still on the hill here. Get that first strike from Babe as he leads off the inning.
Yeah, that's why it's so huge that Gakil has been so good offensively. 6-run lead. You kind of extend the leash on Pettit. Like we've said, he hasn't put up many great swings against him the last couple innings. So you get to extend them. Commentator jinx, four-seam fastball, catches the plate, and that's a great swing on a fastball. And now, with the 6-run lead, you probably go to the pen, give him a different look. You know, Pettit might not have the confidence at this point in the game to keep locating, and in comes Blake Trinan.
Still good. I mean, for the way these top players play, I feel like sometimes, like, it's still a great game from Pettit there.
Yeah. I mean, these players are using pitchers in their bullpen with 10 ERAs. Like, these players are such good hitters, and the way that they play each other so often, they're scoring in games like this all the time. So, like, for a lot of us who play the game, we would look at, like, a 10 ERA or, like, Andy Pettit giving up 7 runs in 5 and be like, man, he just didn't have it today. But these players, like, you celebrate that because you're out hitting their pitcher. I mean, you got their pitcher out in a couple innings, giving up more runs.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a game of, like, not about their actual counting stats, but just how they do in each individual game that really makes the difference here.
Now we got the full count here to Adley here from Blake, and he's going to push that right to Posada. One hop easy for out number 1. Now here's a big factor right here. Escobar for Alex K. 0 for 2. We've seen Escobar be a big factor the past 2 games for K. And another broadcaster tricks right there. You see, pushes it up the middle there.
Scuffy. You point out something to, like, oh, you know, something's happening here.
Yeah,
and then
that's
instantly,
usually how it works.
Bang, opposite happens. It's unreal. Ooh, great pitch. Blake Trinan here out of the pen. Very favorable reliever in these games. He's got that 4-seam sinker cutter mix, but what makes him unique is that his cutter is a little bit faster, and he also mixes in a pretty fast slider. So it's tough for these good players to read those inside cutters as easily because that pitch is coming in so quick. But now a 1-2 count and a beautiful backdoor cutter and an uncharacteristic staring at strike 3 for Alex K. And again, we talk about the momentum as that's driven to left field. That is hit to the moon. Does it have the legs? It does not. Right to the deepest part of straightaway left. And Alex K still down 12-7 here. And Gakilos had all this momentum. This is a big inning for him to keep his foot on the gas.
Yeah, being the way team, this is all you want to do, and that's a good way to start the inning as Adley Rushman hits a single right up the middle.
You talk about ambushing him. Just first pitch down away 2-seam. He is ready for it. We talked about Kenley in a previous game. He was able to enter the game, face one batter, get one out, and then he was able to take him out next inning. And I felt like that was a big decision because I think this Kenley is not as good as normal Kenley Jansen cards, lacking a sinker and only having 3 pitches. But now with Alex K being down a bit here, he has to keep him in, as that'll be a grounder up the middle. Diving play, but 84 speed beats it out. And now we got 2 runners on now. I think you got to take out Kenley Jansen. Get a new pitcher for Ketel Marte and keep an eye out on a down and away forkball here.
Nope, foul ball.
With Raleigh fingers on the bump.
Now we have Marte who hit the lead-up double last time he was up. Here he's going to ground that off. That should be 2.
Goes for the tag instead of the throw, and that's smart baseball right there. It's easy to automatically preload the throw to second, but he goes for the tag. Gets that throw quickly back to first, and there is that down away forkball. This is why you bring Raleigh fingers in mid-inning. You get hitters to adjust to the slow stuff, but now we adjust to a down away sinker, driven to deep left center field. And it's caught at the track. What a catch by Ketel Marte.
Oh, that's Nico.
That's big for Alex K.
Nico Goodrum making a good catch with the 88 speed. Because I think Marte is...
Oh, yeah. He does have Nico Goodrum out there. That's right, yeah.
And here comes Nico right here. But that's going to be a line shot right to Babe for out number 1. And now we got Nico Goodrum 2 for 2, home run and a double. He's been the table setter for Alex K all series long. Let's see if he can do it again here in the bottom of the 6th.
I mean, you know what they say in real baseball, you know, you make a good play defensively in the field, then you come up in the plate, but not going his way this time. Nico Goodrum actually got out that at bat. But this is big top of the order coming up here. Blake Trinan getting up in that pitch count, only so much energy. That's a great swing. And now is probably where you start to consider taking out Blake Trinan as that pitch count is coming up. But if he keeps him in, it's big for Alex K because you're getting higher on the pitch count, lower on the energy. Way higher chance of seeing some mistakes here.
Ball, that's in.
And now we have a favorable count with the 2-0 count with Marte. He's 2 for 3 here.
Hey.
Takes that sinker inside. Yeah, I'm going to be taking that all day. Not for a 2-0 count.
Ball
Yeah, these are
over.
pivotal points for momentum. I mean, he's put up some solid swings, but hasn't really cashed in on the scoreboard yet in a few innings.
Count's full.
But now 3-2 count, 26 pitches, and here comes the reliever mid at bat. The pitch count has gotten too high for him to keep it. In comes Ottavino. And we saw this before, the mid at bat reliever coming in for a good kill on the mound. But it hurts him again. Down and in, change up, and a beautiful swing out of Ketel Marte. That'll score a run here, and a little bit of momentum now going K's way offensively.
Able to get 1 run last inning, now 1 run this inning, and with the runner moving on that pitch, Jimmy was able to
Outside, that's
score
a ball.
easily. And now it's a 4-run game, and now we got Babe Ruth 3-4-5 up here for Alex K.
Yeah, this is scarier than it may seem. 4-run game. It's almost like Alex K is a ticking time bomb, just waiting to find the offense again. Good patience, but also great pitches out of Gakil in the zone there. Now a 2-2 count. He's going to give him a little bit of a pause on the mound. Going up and in with the cutter. Beautiful take out of Alex K. Now a 3-2 count. Back or away. Change up, and that is smack to the gap. And that is going to be a 2-out double. And Alex K is starting to find those swings. A couple perfects here with 2 outs. And now he's only down 3.
Yeah, these are big at-bats from Alex K. Able to stay right in this, able to respond. And now we got Adley Rutschman, who, I mean, doesn't have a hit in this game. But, you know, since I said that here, Scan, do we expect the hit from Adley here with the broadcast?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I agree with you. It feels like it's inevitable with how Adley has been in this tournament. And he's put up great swings against Ottavino, and he has to keep Ottavino in. And I could tell that Alex K is being very selective at what he's swinging at here. He's shifted from that very aggressive approach.
Yep.
Taking some good pitches early in the count, but just waiting for more of his pitches to hit here. Down and in, change up, but is a little late on it. That will end our inning. But Alex K has some life as he picks up 2 runs, I mean, in the bottom of the 6th, and it's just a 3-run game here.
Yep, just got to keep on now doing on the other half, try to put up some zeros. He has Raleigh on the mound still from only 4 pitches. Now we got 8, 9, and 1 here for Alex Gakil. 2 for 3 with Escobar already. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be smacked foul. But, yeah, this is kind of very similar to game 1 that we watched here.
Yeah.
Between these two guys.
It definitely is. You've definitely seen the momentum pretty drastically shift between one side and another, but if Alex K is doing what he needs to, he's staying alive, staying in this game, late game. He has done that a bit against other good players in this tournament. Now the key is to see if he could adjust on the pitching side of things and keep Gakil at as close to 12 as possible, because you only have so many more runs left in the tank. Gakil had all the momentum going his way offensively. And what a swing on a down and in sinker by Carlos Santana. And a beautiful adjustment after a week out to start off the inning, and then destroys a down and in sinker.
That's a ball.
Yeah, after a game that late jammed on the slider, the pitch before, trying to mix up the speeds here. It did not work there against Carlos Santana. And these 9 hitters for both teams, with Nico for Alex K and now Carlos Santana for Alex Gakil, have been fantastic today.
Absolutely. And the thing that's so interesting about this is we talked about early in the game, Al Leiter got pulled pretty early on, and we got to the bullpen early, and Andy Pettit got to extend a little bit longer. Now as we're getting in the late game, this has gotten to a very close game between these two. And now Raleigh Fingers will probably have to be extended a little bit longer than Alex K may like, just because he only has so many relievers left.
Counts 1-0.
Let's see if we see that forkball once again at this bat. And there it is.
There it
and
is.
There it goes.
He was ready for it. Catches the middle of the plate, and Gakil makes him pay. Babe Ruth, big home run, and this is what Gakil has done so well. We talked about it before. When he is clicking offensively, even if his opponent scores a couple, he bounces right back in that next top half of the inning, and he is doing that right now to a T. And now Alex K just has to keep on playing catch up. Another great swing from Jorge Posada.
Yeah, I mean, Alex K was able to score 2. He was able to come back with 2 again. It's just that could be mentally draining sometimes. So Alex K just needs to be like, take the punches here and just keep on trying to get me back on hitting and trust my instincts there. But man, it's tough. It really is tough when you get the 2 runs, and that's going to be another 2 as Adley hits another cutter inside out for a 2-run shot, and Gakil takes the 7-run lead.
Unreal. He's just like, these players, when they're focused, they are just ambushing these pitchers. Literally the first pitch out of Blake Trinan, down in the cutter, basically as perfectly timed as you can get. An instant 2-run homer. And Mookie Betts. Oh, man, how far is that baseball gonna go? Off the high heat side out in left field. 473 feet. And this is a huge inning for Gakil, now up 8.
That's the one where it feel like when you're hitting and you get that one, that's where like, like it's like the out of the seat,
like the best
type of
home run ever.
The out of seat like feeling right there when you get that type of perfect.
Especially on like a down in sinker, the pitch is coming in on your hands, and then you get your hands early enough and perfect that. And man, he could just swing at everything, and he's hitting everything right now. Another double down the left field line. Could tell Marte.
And a lot of this do with 2 outs again.
Yeah,
2 out
this is huge
hitting
here. Late game here, 17-9 game, 8-run lead for Alex Gakil. If he could put up 2 runs here, 1 swing, and he could be in mercy territory. And there's that swing, an unreal swing on a down and away sinker. And Jurickson Profar gets Gakil in mercy territory, 19-9.
And, just bring a sidearm, Aaron Lupin, just take him first pitch for a 2-run shot here at the top of 7th. Okay, you could do that. I mean, that was fantastic hitting from Alex Gakil, and he's continuing.
He's still going.
He's still
not
going.
Done, Scuffy. He's
not done.
Tank. This is what he's been doing all tournament. He's played some great hitters along the way, but he just will put up these big innings where he literally can't get out. He's taken out some great hitters along the way, and we've seen Alex K battle. He's played some great players along the way, but he has not been in a scenario like this versus Gakil where he just can't get the dude out and he's down by this much.
And here we go. Santana 3 for 4 in the 9 spot. I mean, these 9 hitters have been, probably the table setters for both teams here. You just got to give the kudos to both of these competitors with that. But let's see if Alex K can get out of here. Oh,
cutter right
he wants that one back.
The middle, but
definitely want that one back.
Yeah, you definitely do. Still scary swing, but still aliveness at bat. 3-2. He's definitely reading Aaron Loop very well right now. Not chasing anything really outside of zone. Up and in circle change. I mean, you got to get a little weird to get some players like this out.
Yep.
Don't blame them. Another 3-2 pitch and just great patience. Now you get 2 runners on for the top of the order. Jimmy Rollins already with 2 3-run homers this game. And in comes Clayton Kershaw out of the bullpen.
First time we're seeing Kershaw in this series. Has been utilized throughout this bullpen bash, though.
That's driven down the line. It's going to get past the third baseman, and this is just one of those innings. Everything is going Gakil's way. That gets down the line. 20-9 lead for Gakil.
And remember, this game started out 6-0 on Alex K's side.
Ball, that's outside.
Yeah. It's been unreal. Going down 6-0 in the third, scoring 12 unanswered runs, and now up to a 20-9 lead. It shows why 9 innings is plenty of time for these players to get it going. Almost gets him on that front door slider, but just one of those innings where it doesn't go his way. The call, that slap to the left field gap, and another hit for Gakil. 21-9.
Yeah, when you're in that 10-run territory, you want as many as you can get. And we batter around here with 2 outs right now. With Jorge Posada able to start the 2-out rally going in this inning, we batter around.
Yeah, and this is it's unreal how, like, with this game in particular, how much momentum goes like this, where you could find the swings and you could just put up absurdly big innings like this. And this is legend difficulty against the best players in the world, and we have, like, what, this is like a 9-run inning right now, basically. What an
yes, it's a 9-run
inning out of Gakil, and that's gonna cap it off, but not before Gakil scores 9 runs, puts all of the pressure on Alex K, currently down 2-1 in this series. He needs to score 3 just to stay alive.
Yeah, it's 1 8-run inning, 1 9-run inning. It's just, it came in bunches for Alex Gakil this time around, and wow. It's just wow. Fantastic hitting all around. And 2 outs. 2-out hitting has been key throughout the series for Alex Gakil, where he took the first game today, making it 2-0 in the series, and now here in game number 4, and that's
Man,
just
the MLB The Show guys are certainly not on Alex K's side.
No, that was a great swing.
Swings that you would have loved to get your inning going, maybe keep you alive in your game, and then that happens, and then you probably just want to bundle up and cry.
Yeah, that's where you feel like nothing you could do is going your way right now, and it's tough to get out. It's like quicksand, kind of. Well, you just like, what am I supposed to do? And you just got to keep that even keel composure and see if you can get 3 runs across here.
You try not to lose that approach, but oh man, the MLB The Show gods are definitely looking down at Alex Hay, and they're like, man, you know, don't check swing at that one. You ever consider letting it more? But that's how this game feels sometimes. That's how it goes.
Does.
Sometimes momentum really swings that way. And, you know, part of it's the game, part of it's just baseball. And then right away gets a just late home run to center field. Maybe that gets him going to stay alive in this game. I mean, he just needs to at least stay alive in his game and then find some way to make an adjustment on the mound next inning.
That was the 100th home run he hit with that Larry Walker, by the way. Very impressive.
But this is big here. We're potentially 1 out away from crowning our bullpen bash champion. Alex K, like we mentioned, had a scheduling conflict for later today. Needed to forfeit game 1. That's driven to right field. And that will conclude our bullpen bash playoffs. Alex Gakil with an unbelievable offensive showing here in game number 4. To finish this series 3-1, and man, that last inning was something. But to look back at is Gakil's offense. He was unreal that last game.
It was one of those games where what I throw to you, he's going to hit it no matter what, and it just felt like you just couldn't get him out. And it's just the most impressive thing, just batting around with a 2-out rally. In this type of competition, these type of players on this type of difficulty, that's just impressive. Alex Gakil has put on a performance, and these past 2 weeks for him as well, because he won a big tournament last week. Now coming into this week, does the same thing. He's on an absolute roll in the comp scene for MLB The Show.
Absolutely. And that offense, like we mentioned, is just another level. When he finds it, he can't be stopped. He's impossible to pitch to. It feels like he puts up a lot of runs, and he took down a lot of great players just to get here along the way. I mean, Alex K was undefeated in the qualifiers, beat Fuentes 2-0 to start off the playoffs, beat Diornal in a very close series, and then comes up against Alex Gakil, and Gakil just destroys the baseball in 2 of the games. It's just an unreal showing.
And it took a hard way to get to the finals, too. I mean, to beat Weens, who's been a former champion, in an MLB show circuits. Will C has been one of the top players that just been immediately on the scene, able to get the 2-1, and then facing the tough Alex K. I mean, just fantastic showing from both of these competitors today, but Gakil was hitting was just able to go and up and beyond and give him that 6K prize, as you see here, able to get the extra 2K by winning the series. But hey, Scan, I mean, Alex K shouldn't be disappointed. He's still walking out with 4K here.
I agree. I mean, he had a phenomenal run just to get to this point. And I know he had to forfeit the first game, so he's already up facing the 8-ball to start off this finals here, but he still played well. Gakil just had momentum and ran away with it at different points, but Alex K definitely should still pat himself on the back to getting to this point. He took down some great players, and definitely I would be celebrating running away with $4,000. That is still
who wouldn't be? I mean, come on,
very good prize.
You're
just
19,
to make it to the top 2.
You just won 4K, and then Faith there. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, you can have a field day with that. But GG's to both these players. An unreal showing of MLB The Show Esports. We saw all the things we expected. We saw fireworks. We saw some of the best offense we've seen. We saw some clutch pitching and some crazy back and forth set points. So unreal showing to both of our players today.
Yes, and we should have more action coming our way, right, Skin?
Yeah, we actually have the summer circuit showing up very soon. You can actually sign up for qualifier 1 right now. The first qualifier is June 8th and June 9th. So make sure you do sign up before the registration closes this Wednesday. If you can't make it to that qualifier or you don't qualify, then make sure you sign up for qualifier 2. You'll still have a chance to qualify. And since this will be taking place in season 2, we will only be seeing season 2 and core cards. No wild cards or any season 1 cards. All core and season 2 cards will be eligible only in the summer circuit time around. So if you're a player who's planning your teams, get ready to look for those season 2 players right when it drops starting this Friday. And yeah, season 2 is exciting times. I mean, fun for the summer circuit. We saw a lot of switch hitters, a lot of great performances from like Larry Walker and Babe Ruth won't be leaving us. But we saw a lot of switch hitting teams. But season 2, we're going to see something fresh and unique. I bet something different.
Keep forgetting that Babe Ruth is that core card. And I was like, you asked me the wild card. I spot before I said Babe Ruth. I was like, wait a second.
Like, wait, is he
wait a second?
Core card?
Yeah, he's core card. But yeah, season 2 around, we're going to have the power creep come back. And then, of course, we'll see how those players, top players, do come next weekend with the qualifiers with the summer circuit. But this series, first time we had the bullpen bash to end out season 1 here, it has been, I mean, these past few days have been great MLB show gameplay.
Absolutely. From a viewer perspective.
From viewer perspective, seeing how electric these games, back and forth action, and then today as well. I mean, the last 2 games were mercies, but you just see how these top players could get locked in and just make me wish I had that reaction and had the thumb reaction to be able to do what they do on the sticks.
Absolutely. I mean, it was so fun to watch these back and forth, crazy high scoring games. And I know if I were playing in it, I would be freaking out. I would be panicking. I would be so stressed. So I know it's different from a player perspective, but from a viewing perspective, that was all you can ask for in an esport event. The bullpen bash was really fun to watch. The playoffs, the qualifiers, and today was just some top tier esports. So shout out to all of our players who took part in this tournament. If you signed up playing the qualifier, made it to the playoffs, whatever you end up doing, this tournament doesn't happen without the players going out and putting on a show and competing for some big money. So shout out to you all for streaming your games and letting us watch you all throughout all of this. It was fun. And this is actually a very fun tournament to start off the year. I am very excited for the summer circuit coming here soon. Make sure you check that out and sign up for that. But we're going to be signing off for you all today. Good luck on your drops that you got. Hope you get some good pack luck out of those. We appreciate you all watching. Scuffy, thanks for hanging out in the booth today. It was an absolute treat commentating with you.
Yeah, pleasure today. You're jack of all trades here, Scam. So pleasure to be here and hear your thoughts as we play these top competitive games. But yeah, on to the summer circuit.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again for the summer circuit here soon.